But thank you anyway, David, for trying. But we even have to like really look into like who these scholars are too, right? Because after, first of all, after reading Moya Bailey and the assumption that was made and what the material was, we gotta do a deep dive. Even with I didn't couldn't remember what book Sagittarius was talking about with Angela Davis, but I'm like, I don't know if she rebranded herself as a queer today, but you might want to go back on what her, like, to me, her not knowing, and it's no shade, her not knowing what led to the federal case shows how things are filtered. And I don't think that I'm sure she would, once she look into it, she's going to know. But the way in which we view black men at that time, like that particular person, George Jackson, it would seem heroic no matter what, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it would have never been a side eye added. That's why it's not information that you need to hold on to, because that wasn't a big deal. Like, there was nothing negative about what he did to Angela Davis and what she almost risked. The risk that she took for him, it doesn't matter. It's like negated. And I was busy yesterday, but I think that would have been a perfect
Yeah.
example for your prompt yesterday. Like, she prioritized his shit. And like, I don't know, but my point is,
No.
you gotta check who these scholars are, and what their intentions is, and where the funds that follow the money.
Yeah. They got me errors. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? And I had to take 2 fucking semesters of statistics in college. Hated statistics, first of all. But the interesting thing is, you learn about like that's the whole thing about peer review. That's the thing about like not just peer review, but you got to look at who financed it. Like, that's part of the reason why we have the scientific method, because like you had especially when like clean energy was like getting popular, right? You had the oil companies who would finance studies um for it to be biased in their favor so that they can stay around. So it's just weird when people like, well, statistics say. It's so much stuff you're supposed to do. You look at the population, make sure it was like a real randomized sample and that's valid. Usually they address that in the conclusion, like the limitations of the study. You need to be cross-examined with other information. See if the information has changed over time. How many people have looked into it? Like I said, who financed it? Because like that's even a thing too, where they've had found corruption in some of the information, and they had to go back and look at like the what they were presenting. Because the thing is, when you get in finance, you have like deadlines. You have to submit information. It may not, like, it may, you might go out there looking for one thing, and your hypothesis is proven to be false, and it's like, well, then you gotta go through the process again, and people don't be trying to do that, and they can falsify numbers. That's what I'm saying. Because the charts that we see, they're not sitting there trying to figure out the mean and the outliers and all that. They put it in software. They put the information in software and they print all that out. So it's just interesting because like the statistics is much more complicated, but and it's because like people use the numbers to manipulate. Because another thing I noticed is that there's some very popular studies they want to get a warning for.
I be telling
Look,
you, I think it's her
hold
following
on, hold
us.
on, hold on. Let me finish before I forget. Hold on, I don't want to lose it. But damn. Oh yeah, so there are times where like you might see an article written that reference the study. It's not the actual study, but it referenced the study. And they take the information there and they draw their own conclusion from it. And you gotta also understand that they're trying to get traction and they're trying to get people to read it, and they're trying to like, they're not filtering their bias. And then you got a bunch of people citing a study that's saying one thing and ain't even read the motherfucking study. That's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. But I think that's why I was saying earlier that it's important to challenge even even like what you're reading and what you're looking into. And that's why I be saying that people need to step outside of like their, like what is validating their point. They need to step outside of that. You need to be trying to look at other things, not just the things that prove the point that you're already thinking or validate your thought process already. You gotta challenge yourself. Sitting in other rooms, listening. That's the thing too. Sitting in other rooms, listening to hear what people's issues are, whether you like it or not. And when I think about some of these conflicts that we have online, or these debates or conversations, whatever you want to call them, a lot of people don't spend time just listening without being able to comment on what the other person that they may disagree with. And I think that's why you have people that be coming with that dumb ass shit. They be coming with planned stuff that don't follow the conversations here. Like, it don't follow the conversation. Because, bitch, you just reading off a script. You just saying whatever the standard version of your argument is supposed to be that y'all recycle around from person to person.
Yeah, it's like if you think about the dudes who watch sports and they be criticizing the players and they be talking like they can play the motherfucking game.
Never been.
And just and cross analysis of different texts is also like a literacy thing, right? I think a lot of people think that like when it comes to like the collective grade level of reading, people think, oh, it's just that you can conceptualize the words, but the reality is like, no, it's not much more complicated than that, which is I was saying about the whole Bloom taxonomy. So if the general consensus that the reading level is at the 6th grade level, then yeah, that's going to be the collective understanding. And that's why I say it'd be annoying because we be reading stats from a 6th grade reading level perspective. That shit is fucking annoying. You don't just read what's in there. And like, you read the abstract and somebody told you something about the abstract and you're like, yeah. To be honest, a lot of people ain't even reading the abstract. They'll read the title. When you have people who give like, oh, this is my stat, and then they read the title and it popped up in the search and they're like, yeah, and then you read it like this ain't even saying what you think it say. That should be annoying. But what's up, Aries?
Hey, yeah, it is a flex. It's definitely a flex, and it's definitely a sign of the times and the sign of the tide turning back in the favor of women. It's turning back in the favor of where it's supposed to be, what it's naturally supposed to be, of the women choosing the males, of the women choosing who they want to be with and who they want to spend their time with and who they want to spend their energy on. It's not this competition that the patriarchy has set up for women to compete with one another for a man's attention. It's literally reversing itself back to the way it's always should have been, which is the woman going around picking and choosing like a catalog and seeing who they want to deal with, even if they want to deal with the person at all. Most women don't even want to deal with that. They just want to be by themselves. They're comfortable and fine and, content with being by themselves.
I got another restriction.
I'm telling you.
Why they just...
Because it's that crackhead following us, I'm telling you.
No, it's TikTok on some bullshit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna say this, like, because of like capitalism and patriarchy, we got way more people than we supposed to have. Because the thing is, when they say the birth rate declining, we gotta keep the birth rate up, and everybody need to have at least 2.1 kids or some shit like that to keep the population going. It's constantly growing. Human beings have never been at this capacity, and even though it's having an impact on like the environment, and the fact that we use non-renewable sources of energy and what it does to the climate, to the quality of food, when it does to our bodies, because money's tied in it, it's not a priority. So what end up happening is it's like, we're just growing and growing and growing for something that's artificial and it's not natural. Because naturally, the species, when they get to a point where it's not conductive to have offspring, they just stop having offspring. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not just having the babies because you saying a motherfucker need to have a baby. If the resources are not available that's needed, that's a natural response. And I think what happens is we be thinking we bigger than a motherfucking program. I personally believe that the fact that the birth rate is declining around the world, I know they say it's different in like parts of Africa, but the fact that it's declining around the world is the way it's doing. I think it's definitely a part of our domestication. Like, it's a problem because of like, safety nets of like shit like childcare and stuff is not put there. But I also think it's a fucking response as a species. I think it like it's a natural response to the environment.
I think it's definitely a natural response. I think I'll take it a step further. I think it's the world's response, the world's natural response. The world is getting hotter because we have too many people on this planet. We have 10 billion people on this planet. We're not supposed to have this many people. We're draining the
It's 10. I thought it
resources.
was 8.
No, it's now up to 10 billion. I think I read an article somewhere where it reported where
Now that
it's
don't make sense.
why.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because if it was 8 billion, it recently went to 8 billion, and they saying the birth rate is declining, how we at 10 billion?
No, I don't think it was ever 8 billion. I think they were underreporting. I think we're at 10 billion people. I think we have way more than 8 billion people on this planet. If
So
I be
I'd
telling
say
you,
as of mid 2026, the world population is approximately 8.3 billion. It's saying that it will reach 10 billion by the 2060s.
I don't know. I think we have more than 8 billion, but I guess
Why do you think it's more?
because we should 8 billion, we should be able to comfortably, handle that. I think we have more because everything is getting hotter. We're literally breaking it down because we're not supposed to have this many people using up all the resources at once. We're not supposed to have this many, like we're using it
Yeah, I
faster.
agree with
We're
that.
using it faster
I
than we
agree
can
with that,
reproduce
but
it.
no, so I'm gonna challenge you because we was just talking about like bias and validity of information, right? The reality is like there's no reported 10 billion, right? They're saying that we could potentially get to that the way that the population growth has been moving. But what I'm saying is you're saying a birth rate decline. There's a birth rate decline. So if it's a birth rate decline and we're like, oh, we at 10 billion now, you got to have a reason for saying that.
Yeah, I do. I'm telling you, that's what I said. I think
Hey, Chanel.
I don't think I think they're underreporting it. I don't think they're gonna tell us the exact number because if they tell us the exact number, that's gonna make everything worse. You know how people are, how they're
But
very
see, you see, but that's what I'm saying. We tread into the space of conspiracy theory because like here's the thing. I get what you're saying. Like numbers could be lying, but the only thing about like one reason why I'm saying it's conspiracy theory because it's nothing tangible. What I'm saying is 8 billion is fucking past capacity. That number is high enough. We don't have to say it's bigger. We can say that number is too high, and look what's happening to the environment at that number. Now, I
no.
feel like you could say there's a possibility they could be lying about the numbers, but if we have the numbers and we like, well, it could be this number. Do you see how like that can be a problem?
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Like I understand where you're coming from, but I'm sharing my perspective on it because it's like you're saying
Thank
we
you,
have
Chanel.
eight.
Thank you, lady. Hold on real quick, y'all. I got a restriction, so it's not gonna be a lot of people in here anyway. So I appreciate y'all, but I'm letting y'all know because Lady Q, I see you sending gold poplars. But they gave me a restriction. They're not gonna push this motherfucker out. I don't know what I did. They said I don't know what I
Were
did
you
wrong.
bullying
But
and
go ahead,
harassing?
Ernst.
No, but I'm. I get where you're coming from, but I'm telling you, this is like none of this shit is normal. It hasn't been normal since 2020 or
But
2019.
I hear that. But see now, you're appealing to emotion. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the environment is getting worse because we're at capacity. We're past it. We've passed the threshold. This shit is not natural. Our artificial rules of domestication has had a negative impact on the planet. What I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. If you don't have an actual number, you're saying I think it's larger because of these other things that's happening. You still don't have credible evidence to support that. That's one. And two, you're making a correlation between two things. And that's like the basic correlation doesn't mean causation. Like you can't say, well, look at the climate, so it must be 10 billion people. You see what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah, we got to be careful online so we don't like. There's a lot of conspiracy theories up there, and people gonna believe it all they want. But the spread of misinformation is like what is anti-intellectualism and is rampant. Because it's an inherent narcissistic trait that we have that we don't want to be wrong about stuff. Like for me, like I got hella biases and stuff. Like I be like um I'm like, I always lean really heavy on one side, but I do it purposely. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got to be mindful of what we're saying, where we're saying it, and the impact it have on people, no matter like how big or small the stage is. Damn.
But I don't know. I'm just saying. The point of the matter is, we don't need no more fucking people. We don't.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we don't, and because of um the way race has made work or whatever, like there's a lot of reproductive suppression happening in certain parts of the world. And then you also, like I said, like a natural response to the environment is to like not procreate. Because, like I said, it's like, oh, the birth rate, the crazy part of it is, it's like, this idea that like the machine essentially wants more people and they want to force people to have more people instead of setting it up a certain way to have more people. I was reading about, I think it was Thailand. It was Thailand, I think. They were trying to, they had through billions of dollars to try to get the birth rate to increase. The problem is they was giving these one-time incentives, like, oh, if you have a baby, we give you this, we give you that, instead of saying like, all right, let's take this money and make universal child care. Instead of the schools being so expensive, because for them it's like the schools is not, like a lot of people pay a lot of money for the school, instead of making them more affordable. Like you're like, well, if you have a child, I'm gonna give you this. That's not sustainable. Nobody gonna do that. And it failed. The process failed.
In China, they're trying to reverse their one kid age, their one kid per family rule, and it's not working because you've had people now who are accustomed to having only one child. You also have people accustomed to not having kids at all. You also have people accustomed to the way of living globally, so they're not going to be incentivized to have more children. Because it's like you said, they're offering these basic one-time incentives and then saying, oh, we gave you something once, we don't need to do it again. So they're not going to have children. And this is a worldwide thing. This is not just one country. It's just not going to happen.
I think it's good. I think that whoop-de-doo. Oh well, that's what
That's
y'all
how I
wanted.
feel. Whoops.
That's what y'all wanted. Y'all, you wanted to
You made your bed,
control
now
and
lay in
dominate
it.
people, and you wanted to, think that you was gonna have your foot on motherfuckers' neck. It's like, no, I'm not gonna take no risk. And I think that's the thing when you think about women in general, and why I think it's important to have these conversations, and why I'm shifting my approach to women. Sometimes depends on like the individual, but generally speaking about women, because we have to understand that we are heavily indoctrinated. And the more that women get the understanding and they get real life moments of like the light bulb going off, the more you will see this revolution happen. And unfortunately, it's so many different moving parts that stop it. Like we could talk about even on this app, for every space that there is this awakening, like we have with Tara, it's gonna be somebody who is feeding them this dream and fantasy of a horse and carriage, right? So
They took the restriction away to put it right back. My bad, y'all. What I'm doing? Why are they doing me like that? But go ahead.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's why I think that it's so important to keep having these conversations, because when, especially after us reading these more radical feminist books, like there is an understanding. It gets hidden. It gets swept under the rug. It gets silenced. So once women know, you will start seeing the behavior shift. Even subtly, we're seeing where even these very male-centered women, a lot of these women are not doing the things that male-centered women used to do. And I think that's a plus. I don't know if I'm reaching, But there's a lot
No,
of
that's
women
what
who are
I'm.
not fucking around. Like they're upping their standards because they're hearing. Yes, they still obsessively might want a man, but they're still like upping their standards so that they don't get played.
But actually a political move too, right? So you have with the politicians who will be like, if you have political views that could be extreme, it can pull like people may be like, no, I don't fuck with the extreme stuff, but it can pull people more toward the middle. And then you have the ones that play it safe and they be in the middle because like they don't play those type of games. So like that's the thing, the collective conversation. I'm glad you said that because yeah, over time, being male centered still gonna be a thing, but it can change over time. Like, cause some shit, it's just like the word narcissism, right, and gaslighting. Those are terms that have been around for a very long time, but the reason why they're so popular now is because it's part of the colloquial language, like to the point where people don't just know the definitions; they know how to spot it when it's happening. That's something that we've seen as a group. People have talked about, and over time it's something that like collectively as a society we understand now, and over time you have more and more of that. That's why like when you think about like the manosphere is so dangerous because they're radically left, I mean right, and they're trying to pull people right. So it's like a tug of war.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a tug of war. But do you think because Flashy was saying something that I thought was interesting when you was talking, he said that women are way more easier. Do you think that where there is some steps forward and even with the tug of war that you're talking about, do you think that it will be worse? Like, do you think it's going to get worse than what we've seen? Like, is there also
Worse how?
that's why
What you mean worse?
like with women, like really like being worse as it relates to them dealing with men, like them because Flash is
No, no,
more
no,
easy. I'm like,
no, no, Flash. So here's the thing about men and their ego. They're going to lie, right? That's the problem. They're not a reliable source because you understand that is also part of their ego. So they'll inflate the numbers of who they've been with, their potential partners. And again, like the stat about by 2040, the behavior is going to shift when it comes to relationships, period. So the thing is there's a split happening. That's the part. Like the women are becoming way more liberal and the men are becoming way more conservative. You want to have some outliers and some overlap or whatever, but it's like one, the world is changing rapidly because of things like social media. Like before, it would take like 50 years to see these societal changes because like it took like a whole generation for some these new ideas to take. Um, and that's why like marches and stuff was so important because it's advocacy to get the message out, to spread awareness, to get it to speed up that process. The thing about social media is happening much faster. What used to take 50 years can take less than a decade. So it's like we don't know what the world's going to look like in the future. Like even when we talk about some of the things we're talking about, over time, some shit you didn't even think was important, you realize, damn, this is crucial. You have the aha moment, people sharing the information. And again, like it just changes over time. So I don't think I think like when it comes to like if you think about the conservatives and having political power right now, again, they're trying to pull people right. But it's interesting, like when you say like the really male centered women, they're pulling them, and then the men, they're pulling them. So they're trying to like their big thing was spreading propaganda to the new generation, like they did for us when I was talking about how they promoted family values. But the thing is, again, social media, again, people over and underestimate how crucial social media is because, yeah, you can play with the algorithms and filter things out, and you can push certain content, but even how they what happened with PBS, right? And they like they changed it to like they've been changing some of the stories that young kids are consuming. The thing is, we don't have a collective group that watch plot-based media like that anymore. We have like people in different pockets of the internet. So everybody's not getting the same message. So they trying, but like I said, because capitalism is intertwined with social media, it's some shit you just can't control because a lot of times when it like when people like warn people about like dictatorship, they like, well, don't lose your autonomy. Don't just because they say they had the power to do something, don't mean that they do, and that's crucial because like we think that like you go back to the conspiracy theory I was talking about earlier, the powers that be have all this power, but the reality is like we're just a bunch of random people in different places, and you can't control everything. And even when you have these strict rules and what you're trying to promote, you always gonna have people that rebel because like think about neurodivergence. That's a natural mutation that happens in the brain to resist stuff like that. So I said all that to say I don't know.
What the fuck? I'm thinking that's some funny shit.
That's
I
hilarious.
said
Can y'all
all
hear me
that.
good? Can y'all still
Oh
hear
my
me?
god,
What's up?
Tara, funny as
Yeah.
fuck. But she said I said all that to say I don't know.
But it's funny, Flash, because it's fact though. Like that's some honesty that your ass don't never have. That's the truth though,
But
Flashy.
I'm not gonna lie though. But this is what I'm saying. Like you guys have to look. Like I get it, right? Niggas that weren't getting women before are still not gonna get women. Like their situation is still the same thing, right? If they're red pill, they're gonna believe if I get money, I can get access to women, which is, believe it or not, is true. It is a cheat code, right? If you're a dude that had no way of getting to women, once you get you some money, you're gonna get the wrong type of women. You're not gonna get women of character and high value type women, but you're gonna get women that you physically are attracted to. Because the problem with everything you guys say is you guys fail to realize how simple men are. Men don't give a fuck. A lot of things come down to coochie when it comes to man. So women could think about the community and all this good grand scheme of things. Niggas don't think that. We thinking 1 + 1 is 2. If I get money, I could get access to the women I want. That's all I give a fuck about. Because at the
But see,
end,
the problem with that
go
is
ahead.
that y'all oversimplify a complex problem, right? For example, I think Asia and different countries in, especially West Africa, the Western Hemisphere, Asia, are essential to like focus on because we could see how the West is progressively getting to where they are. So look where their behaviors are now. Like when it comes to like the not dating, the not having kids or whatever, like you see that a lot of the men have adopted it. That's the thing too. Like a lot of the men are understanding they're never going to have children in the family, and like you lucky if you get a date because of how the numbers are. And you got to understand, for women, this is why patriarchy was so important for men because it was pushed for pairing up, one man, one woman, or one woman and that nigga fucking everybody we know. But when women are separated from men, and a lot of women realize this when they end up becoming celibate, when you're not around men and you're not being fed all this hypersexual propaganda, you realize that that's the impact of it. So it's like what you're counting on is for women to still be promiscuous for you to have a shot. But if
Hell
we
no.
see the behavior shift, no. You gotta understand how they got these like miniature apartments over there in Asia and people just live in isolation. These motherfuckers showing videos of them making their meals and what it's like to be like I forgot what's the label, but these people work online, they go to the store, they don't interact with nobody, they don't go out, they go back home, make their meal. They're in isolation. The connection comes from the internet. That's the thing. So because I know you like recite a lot of red pill shit. So the thing about that is it's like
Reality.
a time machine. No, it's not reality. You're in like a false reality of something that existed like 50 years ago. So you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just do this and this is what, but you're not paying attention to the shift in behavior.
But this is what this is one thing you have to understand, right? Everything is always typically tied back to culture. Asian culture is not necessarily like the Western culture, nor African culture. Like African culture has always been promiscuous.
I didn't mention Africa. And
I
I didn't
understand you,
mention them for I'm saying I didn't mention them for a reason.
but you have to, right?
Because no. I don't, because you got to look at what does our society look like?
The
What is
Western world,
like what? No.
degenerates.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
I'm
saying.
not. I'm
The
not speaking for you,
technology.
Tara. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not. I don't know why you keep saying that's not what you're. I'm not speaking as if.
Go ahead, say what you're gonna say. Just go ahead. I ain't gonna argue with you. Go
I
ahead.
appreciate you. I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for myself. I'm just saying, like, when you speak on like the Asian culture, it's like, or the Asian people, it's like, yeah, that's their culture. That's how they always been. But to sit here and act like Asian people are not promiscuous, like, yeah, they're not upfront and loud about it. Yeah, because their culture teach them quote unquote humility, or at least doing everything in the shadows. Black people and Europeans have been degenerates up front. You feel me? Like, black people have always been promiscuous up front. Like, that's always been a thing in African culture. Even when we got spread it out, it was the same thing. White people, we already know what the fuck white people, them motherfuckers been sickos. So you're not really saying anything. Asians, if you go to like places like Thailand and Vietnam, like, these motherfuckers be doing a lot of degenerate shit. They just don't put that in the forefront. That's the one thing China and countries like China are good at doing. They're good at putting a front for the masses to see. Oh my God, they're so clean and they're so this. And then once you step outside of their cities, their nice, beautiful cities, you see poverty. You see motherfuckers just hunching around, motherfuckers out here doing all the same degenerate shits you're seeing in America. They just don't plaster that bitch in the forefront of their country, as they shouldn't, because that's a bad image for the whole. America don't do that shit, nor do Western countries. They put degenerate behaviors because it's entertaining. That shit makes them money. It's profitable. Asians will never use that shit to profit off, because it fucks up their whole image of being this great, beautiful people that's cultured and all this bullshit. What are we talking about?
I think you missed the point a little bit. I think I understand your point, and I can agree, but I think the part you're missing is how much influence Western countries have. And a lot of what they do is based on what they see. That's why they try to create this image because of Western culture, in my opinion. But I ain't did
Yeah,
no
but not
research on
just
it. I'm just telling you that.
but not just that. But what I'm saying is, yeah, we can say that the cultural norms are different, so it'll look different ways, right? And a lot of what we see on the outside be bullshit. Like when you look at once upon a time, people outside the US said it was like just white people here because of the way what they was putting out there. But the thing is, you have to understand is that I'm not saying Asian people, this is what they're doing, this is what we're going to do. I'm saying you have to look at the shift over time, because what do you see in the West? You can say all that, oh, that's just the Asian people in their culture, but you see it in the West. People are more isolated. Like we talk about it all the time. You have men who saying like, I ain't gonna fuck with women. I know like they say that and they still obsession, but the reality is like they're saying that for a reason. What I'm saying is you got to look at the shift in behavior, because we get, again, the cultures can be whatever they are, but there's still going to be collective human behavior. And the more people become isolated, the more we get a dopamine response from just looking at our devices, the less likely we are to go outside and try to get connected to another person. Like people complain about that all the time.
But the one thing you said, right, a lot of people are like narcissists in a way. Obviously they're not diagnosed, but the idea of like, if somebody would rather say, man, I don't want to deal with these women, instead of saying I can't get the woman that I want, so I'd rather just say that. And this was the same thing a lot of people are doing. Women are saying, oh, I'm done with these dudes, instead of saying I've been hurt by my past guys, and now I lost myself. Instead of just saying that, they're like, oh, I'm done with these dudes ain't or I like dudes that don't like me. So instead of just saying that, it's, oh, these niggas ain't that's all people are doing. So people are masking their hurt with, oh, I'm done with the opposite gender. Like in reality, people are still seeking company. This is why people still go on dating shows like Pop the Balloon and shit like that. People still go on like blind dates. They still use Tinder. They still use Hinge. Like this is why all of these things are still big. It's still
So
big
hold on,
business.
am I tripping? Are they not saying that less people on the dating apps? Are you saying like they making a comeback? The dating apps are making a comeback?
Dating shows, dating apps, like these things are still like, for example,
Because the thing about let me just say this. The thing about, you can't really use pop the balloon, because a lot of people go on there for their social media. Like a lot of people who do content go on those shows too. Like, let's be for
even
real.
if that's true, right?
But my understanding, no, hold up. I want to focus on the dating app, because my understanding is that the the traffic on the dating apps has gone down.
Yeah, I would give you that, right? I'm gonna say, let's say everything you're saying is true. Social media, aka Instagram, TikTok, is a dating app in itself. Can we agree to that, or are we gonna say no?
I don't know. I don't know about that. That's a side. Now listen, I'm. It could be possible. That's a side of it I don't understand.
But so even if people, because let's be real, dating apps nowadays, right? I don't know if you've ever been in a dating app, but nowadays it really just turned it into you meet up and hook up. It's really just a hookup app. Instagram, TikTok is more like social media in general is more of a dating app than a dating app is actually a dating app. Nowadays, when you catch a girl on a dating app, it's typically, hey, what you doing? Let's pull up and bada bing, bada boom. That's what people use it for. Like truckers, when they be trucking, they use like shit like Tinder and Hinge. They match with a girl, they smash, and then they go keep it pushing. That's just like a sample size type shit. You feel me? So even if they're saying that the numbers are going down, people use Instagram for dating. Most relationships start off on social media. Matter of fact, you niggas are prime examples. Y'all became cool off social media. So you thinking niggas ain't doing the same thing to get coochie? Like, this, the fuck? That's the easiest way to get coochie.
I can see that, but you said the dating apps, and I'm like, the dating apps
I threw
would
a
be a
lot
good
of
idea
examples,
to
though. I threw a lot of examples, though, Tara. I get you trying to pick one because you could have a leg to stand on, but at the end of the day, people are still using
No, I'm
dating
just
apps.
saying that's the point you made. That's what I'm saying. The dating apps wouldn't be a good point because the traffic on the dating apps has gone down and continue to go down.
Okay, that's valid, right?
Especially,
I'm agreeing to that. I'm agreeing to that. The dating apps are going down. Cool. Let's be real. I don't know if you ever use dating apps. I understand why that shit going down because this shit a lot of weirdos. Because most of the people that women are gonna want are typically not gonna be on those dating apps. But that's besides the point. The point is social media is already a dating app. So a lot of people are just, instead of admitting what they actually are heard about, they're just saying, well, I'm done with these people. But in reality, they're not. The niggas that been getting women are still getting women. Like dudes that get women have never went on a drought. Like, damn, bro, it's so hard to get women. It's not. Because nowadays, the lame niggas can get women by buying the woman's attention or her time or her body. The dude that been had game, if you got game, you could pull a woman in anything. It don't really matter where you're at, honestly.
But I want to say, don't say that this app is like a. I think your framing is what I disagree with, but that's the semantics, right? So whatever. The thing is, the reason why social media works the way it does is because social media is the modern staging place. It's like when we used to go to the mall. I know you're a youngster, but back in the day, Flashy,
My people that
we
let me out of the house
used
like
to
that, they go
go
to the
to the
mall.
mall or go to the movies and
I get
hang
it.
out.
I get it.
So social media, this is just where we are in 2026. That's why I get frustrated when people try to minimize relationships that we're building online. That's why I get frustrated so much because it's easy for you to make it seem like this is like, oh, this ain't real. Like we're not really talking, we're not really building relationships. That's weird
Nobody
because
said that.
if I'm talking to somebody, not you, Flashy, you don't think that way, but a lot of people do. Because if I'm talking to somebody that I'm cool with and I'm talking about a conversation we was having, I was like, oh, yeah, I was talking to my homeboy about this. We was having this discussion about why dating apps or whatever. Why am I pretending like you are a bot? You a real person, Flashy. You get on my nerves, you're annoying, but you a real person. Why would I not? Like, why would I be acting like I was talking to a robot? No, I was talking to a real human being. We had a real conversation in real time. And he gave his opinion. We argued, we debated about it. No different than we would if we was hanging out in a kid there. Or whatever y'all kids call it these days. I don't fucking know. But that's my point. So, yes, the reason why a lot of men are able to get access to women is because it's not only that it's the form is different, but it's that they can be whoever they want to be
Facts.
and they can make themselves even more attractive. So to your point, a lot of times the reason why men can use this app is because if they build their platform or if they build themselves up in these conversations through these boxes, they can kind of skew a woman's perspective because for one, she thinks she know him. Two, he seems like he may be intelligent or cool or whatever. And then three, you sitting around talking to somebody for hours. Yeah, if they slide in your inbox, you might be willing to talk to them. And that's just the fact. But
And
that's
that's
no
fact.
different than a person
But
working with
that's the
somebody and
thing.
hanging with them. So that's why yeah, that was the point. I think you
So,
get what I'm saying. I don't know if
but,
you're going. Go ahead.
but I want to say this because I think it's important though, right? That's different from like going to, like club culture, right? You go to the club, you meet somebody, they right there, and then y'all just like hook up or whatever. The thing that's different with social media and the way that y'all saying it, it takes a lot more time. One, y'all
Hell
might
no.
be in, it might be long distance. It might just be long distance. Two, like it takes time to build a rapport. So when you like, oh, it's just they just everywhere. It's going to be different than somebody who goes to the club. It might be like I'm gonna run game every Friday and Saturday or some shit like that.
Exactly, that's true, Flashy.
Yeah, but
And you
my
know it's
point
true
is,
because look how long it took. Look how many interactions we've had before we got cool that day we had a conversation. How many interactions we had, and then how many interactions have we had since the day that we like me and you had that conversation on your panel, and we came to like a low key understanding. And how many ups and downs have we had before we
none.
like got to a place where you are not, neither one of us will be emotional about what we say. That's where the shit happens. Because you
But
can say some shit that somebody else, if somebody else says some of the shit you said, I might go in on them. How often do I go in on you?
watch this. I'm gonna disprove that whole thing, right? Me and you never had a one-on-one conversation. We're in a group setting, right? So you pop your shit, I'm popping my shit. But it took one interaction, one sit down with
Mm,
us having a conversation for your
mm.
whole perspective to change, for you to be like, you know what, I actually kind of fuck with this dude. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dudes that have, I'm not saying I ran game on you, but dudes that have quote unquote
You
game,
did.
I did tight shit, you feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
dudes that got game,
Police, call, call the police. Go ahead, please.
but dudes that got game don't really like. That's what I'm saying. Like dudes that have game have never had an issue getting women. Like I could, like for an example, I could be the most asshole douchebag in the world, but if I get a one-on-one interaction with you, I'm still gonna be able to persuade you or sway you to fuck with me to a degree. A dude that don't got no game, you gonna not like his ass regardless. Like you gonna have to have at least 10 different one-on-one conversations before you be like, you know what? I guess you not that bad. But a person that got game has always had game. So when women say, "Oh, guys aren't getting access to them no more," I'm like, no, you're simply not giving dudes that you weren't even attracted to begin with access to you no more. But the guys that you still like, oh, y'all still breaking all the rules for them. Like women would say this.
So you bypass what I said to go back to saying what you were saying earlier because I'm talking about because I know you be like the guys with game, but it's interesting. Flashy love to sit here and talk about himself, right?
I'm not even talking about.
The thing
Come
is,
on, Tara, don't do that
no,
shit,
no, no,
bro.
hold up. No. Because my point was talking about a shift. You talking about people still dating on the dating app. And I'm saying like the thing about the dating apps is that like, oh, you can find people that's close to you. And I was saying the way social media work, yeah, you might build rapport, but you're not necessarily gonna be meeting up and fucking everybody that you meet on social media. Let's be for real.
That's true.
Game or no
And
game.
But you got to think about it. This is why it ties back to my point though. Dudes that don't have game, Red Pill taught them that, okay, I don't have to have game. I simply need resources. And even though you guys say that's not enough for a long-term relationship, which I can agree with wholeheartedly, right? Having money isn't going to make unlame you. Women say that shit.
Never been talking about flashy. Never been talking about long term relationship.
I get that, Tara. You got to listen to the point. Don't try to, you feel, just listen to the overall point. The overall point. So when you guys say
I mean, you didn't answer it last time. Let's see what happened
okay,
this time.
the overall point is there's a shift, but it's not going in the direction you guys think it is. Because a lot of dudes that are lame as fuck that should have never had access to women, now they're learning, wow, so all I need is to get money and I could get women. Those dudes now they're getting hella women, not because they're deserving, simply because they're able to buy that woman's time. And the guys that was already having women without having to do all that extra shit, nothing happened to them anyways. They've been having their way. So now it's bum ass niggas getting women.
So it's more competition.
It's not.
No, that means y'all have more competition. Yes, it does. If you say the dudes who wasn't getting women in the past, now they got the cheat code, they know what to do. It's more competition for y'all.
That's not how that works.
How?
Because God did something called that's so beautiful. He put so much women on this planet that it's almost like drop shipping. You can never have too much competition because there's too much people. Like the market is way too flooded with people. It's too
Flashy. Let's be for flashy. Flashy. Let's be for real. I want you to be honest right now. You said you hold up. These dudes that like people would call lame, right? These lame ass dudes.
Uh-huh.
They learned that I ain't wasn't able to get women, but resources is a way to get women. So now you got dudes who thought like instead of going cry in the corner, they buying shit, they paying for shit. And you think they ain't competition? You think it's all the same? Like, it's cool because it's enough women now?
Yeah.
You don't think that's
No,
competition?
look at it like this, right? I'm pretty sure you've heard this before, right? Guys say it's not your girl, it's just your turn. Most men.
That's a talking point. Listen to what I'm saying. Stop giving us slogans and listen to what I'm saying. You talking about lame ass dudes all of a sudden that the power players, they have access to women now, but they get access through resources.
Yeah.
So now, hold up. Think about it. You got a bunch of dudes who normally wouldn't get played, and now they're getting played with resources attached.
Uh-huh.
So what do you think the expectation for women going to happen over time?
And I hear what you're saying. But I want you to process what I'm saying. Niggas that was getting it for free are still going to get it for free. Like, that's what I want you to understand. And the reason why it's going to always be like that, because if women were consistent, right? Like if women say, okay, these bum ass niggas are giving me X, Y, and Z now, so I'm expecting that from the guys I find attractive, then that would have made sense, right? I would have conceded the argument. But the problem is when a woman likes a dude, when she likes the dude, she don't give a fuck about none of her rules and none of her standards she originally had. A woman could say, I will never have a one-night stand, but if she finds a dude she's attracted to or she likes and he's spitting the right game, she's going to sleep with him that same night. This is what I'm saying. The market is not going to ever change because dudes that were having their way is still going to continue to have their way. Dudes that have to pay above and beyond, they're going to pay the above and beyond asking price to get their way as some women. But there's so much women around that it's like, you're not really affecting the niggas that were getting it for free at all. Like, so there's no competition. One is paying for it, the other one's getting it for free. Even if we both experience the same woman, at the end of the day, I experienced her differently because she gave it to you for the money. She gave it to me because she wanted to. You feel me? That's the difference. That's why it would never be competition, because it's like, nigga, okay, you got money, good, cool. You're buying her. Shout out to you. Respect is respect. But I got that same.
That's not true though. I disagree.
And I think it's. Oh, go ahead, Terry. Go ahead,
No, wait,
Terry.
Rico. You ain't said nothing. Wait, Rico, you ain't said nothing.
Oh, you do it. Sorry, but what I'm saying, the reason why it's weird is because Flashy, you sound like you're on a hope and a prayer, and it's okay, buddy. But let me finish, because I let you finish. I ain't even interrupt you, and you know I do be wanting to. I was itching to. This the thing. I think Flashy doesn't want to admit that that things can shift. It doesn't matter if you want to keep repeating this idea that the men who been got is still gonna get it. If that was the case, they would shut the fuck up. They wouldn't even be in these conversations. But a lot of these attractive men who have been running down women since 1972 or whenever they want to say it was, are upset about the shift in women, and that's why they're trying to argue certain things. They're like, oh, y'all might want to be by yourself, but y'all still gonna get the pussy up. That's because they're trying to convince themselves of something. If there's a shift in dating where there is a person that I typically would be talking to versus this person who gonna give me resources, the mere fact that I want to deal with you because I'm attracted to you is going to change. I'm going to get accustomed to certain things. And that's just that. If women get accustomed to certain things, there will be a shift in the dating dynamics. There's always been shift in the dating dynamics because of that. That's why it's something called game to be ran. That's why it's even these arguments about men leading with their wallets. And should we change that now? That's how we had the 50-50 conversation, because there were shifts that happen within the dating market. And I think that regardless of, you know, if certain people still have access, it still doesn't change that you're gonna have competition. You're still gonna have competition. Your game gotta be tight. It's not just gonna be you walking in a room being fine. You still gonna have to have game. Y'all always had to have a mouthpiece. You're
Facts.
going to have to shift your mouthpiece to get her to not go over there with that particular person. But what I was saying earlier, and this is because you was making a point about like a more friendly dynamic between you and I. The thing is, certain people personalities just mesh. Period. It doesn't matter. Certain people got personalities where they just will get along, and you're not accounting for that. Me and you might just get along, and it's some people. It doesn't matter. You're right. It doesn't matter what kind of conversation. It's not because they don't have the appeal to other people. It's because of me as an individual. I don't like them. I just might not like them. Like, you might remind me of somebody, whatever, right? Usher, Raymond. But this the thing. A lot of people, oh, sorry. It's the old corny jokes
That was
this
funny.
morning.
No, that's funny.
But the thing is, a lot of people are not understanding that there are these weird people that Flashy talking about who are getting access to women if they have the time. Whether you say it take a long time or not, if a nigga get the time, the nigga got the time. That's why I always reference work. A lot of people that work together would never be fucking crossing paths. Especially in some of these, like when I think about, for like careers like warehouses, like Amazon warehouse, a lot of them men would never have access to the type of women they running into.
Facts.
But because they work with them at Amazon, they get the access to them. And now, boom, a man who would have never got her in club culture, would have never got her through a conversation like with a group setting, is able to spend time with her every single day. And maybe he'll start doing small things, and before you know it, hovering around. And to me, it's predatory, because I done been in a situation like that. I done told you that shit was fucking weird. Everybody thought it was funny. To me, it was weird what he was trying to do to me. And if it wasn't for me being in tune and recognizing certain things, like he thought he would have had something. But he was a fucking weirdo, and I ain't fall for it. But a lot of women would, because it seems like a genuine person. Oh, he's just socially awkward. Nah, that nigga fucking weird. But he got access to me because we worked together. He would have never had access to me had we not applied to the same place. And that's what I'm talking about.
Well, see, so that's what I was talking about. Again, then you have a thing with proximity, right? Your proximity because like you're closer. Again, somebody on the internet, the way that the social media work is, if you're not just interacting with people that's close to you, it's long distance also. But to go back to the thing about the competition, it's interesting, like, oh, but if you got game, you understand like how the men in power got an advantage in the first place. You hoard resources, and because you have access to resources, it gives you opportunity to the point where you have women who will bypass their natural inclination to find somebody that they just click with, or they feel like they like because of his traits. It's not about his traits, it's about what he has. And you think that like that's not creating competition. You got these two things that's happening. So this man who don't usually get women, now he can get them because he's like looking for the resources. And not only that, somebody who's further away, so he can fly her out, he can move her around, and you like, oh, my mouthpiece won't be enough. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand how competition works.
I could see to my point. I just thought about something, right? Because it's even though it's guys kind of say it in a joking way. The whole prices used to be $40 to get some access to a woman, and now to 60. Hey, I can understand that.
Don't nobody know what you're talking about.
Anyway, so.
No, the Matrix got your ass.
It's not actually a bad thing though. Like,
what you mean? It's not a bad thing.
it's not because men have been to be competitive like, from sports.
The Matrix got you. They got you. We still trying to talk.
So hello.
No, you're in that fucked up, man. Get that shit together.
Your shit breaking up bad, bro.
Yeah, as soon as damn.
Yeah, I'm mad because you are conceding and we can't even hear you bow down because it's some bullshit. This nigga went in the tunnel on purpose here. As soon as that nigga said I'm gonna concede, but ain't gonna be no record of it. Ain't gonna be no fucking record
Hold
of
on,
it
y'all hear
though.
me?
Ain't gonna be
Y'all
no
hear me now?
proof.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Y'all
Start,
hear
start
me?
from, start from the top. Start from the top.
But yeah, I'm gonna concede because like when I think about it now, like how dudes be saying this in a joking way, but like when they be like, oh, prices went up from $40 to like $60 to get access to a woman. So even though they're saying it in a joking way, it did make me think about something. Like, okay, even if it increases the competition, men are typically like competitions. Like that's kind of what men have been competing their whole life, from little ass kids to grown ass men. So the competition isn't bad at all. Like you feel me? It just makes to do more and be more. Not in a good way, right? Not in a healthy
It's
way to
just
be a more
weird.
productive
But
side.
you the business competing though. You're not the consumer that's benefiting from competition from the company. That's the crazy part you're not understanding. What's up, 30?
Hey, hey, hey,
What's up?
what's
What you
going
want to say?
on? I really want to say that being single is not a flex for women. It's not a flex.
Oh, we already established that it is.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just letting you know that it's not a flex.
Why isn't it?
I mean, what if my thing is? My thing about it is this though. Like, what's the flex part about it? Like, what's the? Oh, I don't give no man no access to me, and I'm just a single woman out here paying all my bills, doing everything by myself. Whoa, I'm really accomplished. How is that a
Well, here's the
flex?
thing, 30. 30. Listen to what I'm saying. You think it's a flex.
I never
I'm
said
about to
that.
prove it to you. No. I'm going to prove it to you. 30, you ever want to get married?
Do I ever want to get married?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I do or don't.
Let's say you get married, right? Do her body count matter?
No,
No matter at all?
I said no.
So if you got a lot of partners, a lot of extras,
I'm
none of that
not. I'm
world.
not marrying a freaking 304
This nigga
Blade
going to
Runner.
sleep.
I'm not marrying a Blade Runner. So I mean, it don't
What's
matter.
that? What's that?
I'm not marrying uh somebody a streetwalker, so it don't matter. What kind of point you trying to walk me into?
Yeah, you trying to be extreme.
I disagree. That shit is a flex. If a woman's like, she's single, celibate, ain't got money, oh no, that's a flex.
It's
That's
a
a lot of
flex. It's a
discipline.
flex for y'all
30
niggas.
said he don't care.
I don't
30
think
said he
that's a
don't
flex.
care.
I don't think that's a flex for them because if it was a flex for them, then they.
30 said he would marry a corn star.
I
He
never
don't
said. I
care.
never said that. I never said that. If I,
You
th-
say you don't care about none of that.
I never said that I didn't
Hold
care.
on, why wouldn't you marry? Hold on, why would you marry a corn star? She might be highly desired by a lot of men. Don't y'all like to be with women other men desire?
Man, y'all out of line. You can't even.
Tara funny. Why
What
she
you
I
don't
talking
got
mean,
about,
turned
bro?
too weird?
Like, bro, what? Like, why are you reaching? My thing is this though.
no. No. Hold on, no, because you losing the plot.
No, no,
This is what I'm
I
saying.
am the plot.
No. I'm asking you why do you feel some type of way about her being a corn
I
star?
don't.
If y'all want to be, hold up. All the niggas want her. You get to be like she on your arm. Why are you feeling some type of way?
Listen,
Yeah,
bro. Listen, bro. Hey, Jesus.
that's a
I
goofy
see you
man.
got
What the
Maya in the
fuck?
background. I see you got Maya in the background. Maya is a prime example of what it is, right? Y'all think just because she look good and she old and she still doing her thing. Oh, that's Maya. She's still doing
No,
her
you
thing.
pivoted from my point.
But Maya, right? Maya is
No.
lonely.
Notice how that's not gonna work.
Maya is lonely.
You pivoted from my point.
Okay, bro. I can't even have. I can't even make my own point because you want me to make. You want me
No,
to.
no, no. I asked you a question and you don't want to answer it. You pivoted from my
These
point.
30s a session with celebrities. It's a freaking celebrity in the
No, no,
background.
no, no. Now you trying to notice how you running. Just answer the question.
Reiterate the question
Why
again.
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you marry somebody who a porn star?
I mean, why would I?
Why wouldn't you?
Because I don't. I'm not seeking out women who are in that profession purposefully.
Why? What does it matter?
We more than likely won't even be in the same rooms to even know each other. So I mean, why would I?
So you don't want to be out with your wife and dudes be like, damn, I started in a film with her, right?
Why would I? Why? Listen,
That's valid.
listen, ma'am,
Hold up.
ma'am.
Don't get in your feelings.
I'm not
Hold
in my
up.
feelings,
You don't
man.
want to. You don't want to be out and they over there like, damn, we did series 3, 4, and 5 together. I get it, right? You want to be with somebody that like motherfucker. Like, oh, she look good, but they like who that is. They don't know who the fuck going on. That's what you want, right? So what I'm saying is, y'all believe the same thing because a woman who been in a lot of relationships and with a lot of partners, and y'all could potentially run into those people out when you trying to broadcast her, like look what I got. Like you think it's a flex too. That's the thing. You think it's a flex to find somebody that other people ain't been with, right? You feel fucking special because she chose you, and like she look good. So yeah, you think it's a flex too. So I don't know why y'all be fighting against it because y'all also want the women who don't be fucking with the men.
I get what you said. I really do. I truly do. I'm not being naive to it. But I'm talking about from a perspective of a woman. I don't think it's a flex for a woman to be single. Just because
Oh
she's
no,
single,
it is.
and just because she's single, that don't mean she ain't ran through. That's all I'm saying. Because there might be a reason she's
But
single.
hold on. So a woman who's single, we understand that men chase after women, correct? Am I tripping?
For the
I
most part,
know
yeah.
flashy delusional, but like men chase after women.
For the most part, yeah.
So a woman that's single is more likely to have other suitors around her, correct?
Yeah.
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 One period.
So a woman who has men chasing after her, trying to occupy her time, they're going to be like Flashy said earlier, throwing resources.
Man, wait a
at
minute.
her.
Hold on. I just felt like saying it.
Not you want to say hold on because you ain't got shit to say. That's crazy.
Hold on.
So like I said, the crazy part, y'all be wanting to fight, but 30 you think is a flex too. That's the thing. You think it's a flex too.
I think it's only a flex, but you have to meet those criteria that I said. Like you have to be celibate, you have to be single, and you have to have money. Because if you a broke chick that's unattractive, that's still hunching around, don't nobody give a fuck about that. But if you fine, you single, you keeping your coochie to yourself, and you got motion, oh yeah, that's a flex. Like the rich auntie,
So that's
the rich auntie is a flex. But if you're the rich auntie, but you out here giving it access to everybody, like letting everybody hit, that's not a flex.
Not a flex.
What's the point of being single if you're just giving out coochie?
Facts.
That's the hold on. Y'all can put certain limitations on it, whatever. But the reality is, if people are chasing you and you not getting caught, that's a flex. That's the thing. And y'all agree with me, but y'all want.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I definitely say like being single is a flex, but you just have to meet those other criteria. You just can't be, if you're single and unattractive, that's not a flex. You're just unattractive. If you're single and like you hunching around, that's not a flex because you're still giving access to your body. Like you have to meet those criteria for that shit to make sense. Other than that, yeah, I don't. There's no disagreement with me. If you meet those criteria, yeah, that's a flex.
Damn, 30 ran. Why 30 run? That was crazy. 30.
But he said Flashy could hold his own against these two women.
He disagreed. He disagreed, Flashy. He ran.
But I don't think
he'll
disagree with the criteria that I put up. But nah, G-Shit, all jokes aside, back to the conversation we were having earlier, men don't necessarily think competition is a bad thing. We've been competing for everything. Like this, for example, every conversation when it comes to a man, it becomes a pissing competition. Why? Because niggas like to compete about everything. Women is no.
But that's what I'm saying. Look at some of the listen what I'm saying. Look at some of the men who have like the most money, right? The most resources. Some of them niggas fucking weird looking and they lame.
Facts.
Elon Musk
Facts.
fucking socially awkward,
Facts.
right? So but in today's world, that's some real competition. Elon Musk can come in with his weird ass and steal the woman you with, right?
Nah. Yes and no.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. Yes and
Hold
no.
up.
Like,
The flashy,
hold on.
be flashy.
Watch it.
Elon Musk could steal you. Like, why are you lying?
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you why. Like, for example, we all know Elon Musk has way more money than a Chris Brown. A girl's not gonna, and I'm using Chris Brown because obviously to kind of to prove a point, right? Like, Elon Musk couldn't take a Chris Brown type chick because a lot of women, if the woman finds that nigga attractive, she's not getting off of him. Like, yeah, he got more money, but he ain't him. He ain't this dude right here. It's the same idea. Like, just because a nigga got, because there's a lot of dudes. There's a
But
lot
listen
of
to
broke
what I'm
niggas that,
saying.
there's a lot of broke
Hold up, this
dudes
is
that's
what
sleeping with rich dudes' girls. So money
I
isn't gonna
get.
be enough.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is, I'm saying that the dudes you're saying is getting the message, the lame dudes who now have access to resources, like that's competition now. I'm saying it's more competition. And you claim not necessarily because there's so many people and women in the world. I'm saying no, the dudes who funny looking, socially awkward, don't know how to talk to nobody, and they weird, them having access to resources in a world where you need resources, now they're your competition. You gotta step your game up.
Even if that's true, right? I'll concede. Like I already said, I already concede to that point. Like, by definition, it becomes competition. But the problem why it's not gonna matter
What's up, Easy?
is because if a dude was having his way already before having money or anything, he gonna have his way if he has money. Like, he don't have to spend. Cause there's one thing, right? There's niggas with money that don't spend. There's niggas that don't have money that don't have no money to spend. So if a nigga already had a game, he ain't gotta buy nothing, spend nothing. Nigga just gotta simply just be a pretty nigga. We seen a whole dude become a whole millionaire, get a billionaire pregnant just off the fact that he was a pretty light-skinned dude that had a mugshot that went viral.
Thank you, Beezy.
You feel me? Prime example. He got a billionaire's daughter pregnant simply off because this nigga was a light-skinned pretty boy. That's how
I don't know who you're talking about.
the light-skinned dude that got viral off that mugshot. I don't know his name, but there's only one light skin.
Oh, the one that was in prison?
Yeah, that one. That nigga went and got a billionaire's daughter pregnant off the strength of just being pretty. Not because he was this rich dude, not because he had status, simply because he was pretty and he went viral. You see what I'm talking about? She's surrounded by other millionaires and billionaires, and somehow she chooses to have a kid by a dude that just happens to just be
But that's the point I was making earlier, right? So like in nature, without all this artificial shit we got set up for like how you supposed to have like resources or whatever. In nature, yeah, women would want to be with the most prettiest of niggas or whatever, right? Look at the birds. But a lot of y'all not pretty.
That's an argument I don't really want to make because it's gonna.
No. I'm saying this for a reason. I'm going back to the competition because yeah, a lot of dudes who just pretty, like somebody be attracted because they fucking pretty.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because the world we live in, the advantage that ugly dudes get, or like I said, the awkward ones, is that the resources they get to enter the chat now. So the competition who originally wouldn't be there, the pretty men not living their best lives. Like, how you know that in an alternate universe, the pretty man would live on in a commune with a bunch of women getting passed around.
Right now, we're talking about alternate universe. What type of conversation we having right now? I gave you a good ass example of a dude that don't have the resources, simply just being attractive. I don't know what type of game he has.
No. I'm saying like if I'm trying to get you to understand how we like live in an artificial world, and you're fighting between what's artificial and getting the access to the resources, where in nature, the way we evolved for a very long time, is just going after traits that you want in your like in your offspring. And like that would be a natural thing.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. But that overrides all of that bullshit you're talking about. Like a women being simply attracted to a man because he's peacocking is still innate in women. Like a dude could have money, he could have the fast cars, all that cool shit. But if she sees a guy that she's attracted to, not heavy on the she's attracted to, not him thinking he's attracted, but she's attracted to him, he's gonna have his way. The guy with money ain't gonna stand a chance. So all that, oh, he could buy her this and he
But
could
that's
buy
my
her.
point. That's my point. So like that's the competition. A lot of times the reason why dudes might they don't get it because they're not the pretty dude in the mugshot. But what I'm saying is the pretty dudes in the mugshot, they already competing. The competition has already started. And the more men realize, oh, accesses give me a leg up against what nature said fuck you for, like I'm gonna pursue those resources that the pretty dudes in the mugshot, now they gotta compete in a way they wouldn't have to compete
That's not true, Tara. Your
previously.
argument will never make sense because it's the sample size. It will be too big. Like there's literally too much people for that to ever matter. Like there's, especially since I don't know, but I think in America there's more women than men, so it would never make sense. Even if this guy is pretty, but these group of women don't think he's attractive, there's still so much more women that's like it would never ever matter in a real life conversation. This guy has money and this guy has resources. It don't matter because biology kicks in when a woman's attracted to. Because for example, if we take women at face value, most women be talking about how their ex or their baby daddy's a broke nigga. So clearly resources don't matter, and that's still a conversation that's going on right now in 2026. Like women are still saying my baby daddy's a broke ass nigga. He got one pair of drawers and blah blah blah. So yeah, clearly something is
But
making.
Flashy, are you not paying attention to what you said earlier? You literally said that Red Pill is teaching these lame dudes that they can get resources to get an advantage. And my whole point was that that's more competition. Now you're like, what a big like what I'm saying is if you have these weird ass dudes out there, now he at the gym, now he banging his face with a hammer, and now he got more money because he doing crypto on the internet or whatever. And you're like, well, that's not competition because there's a lot of people. That's not true.
Do you think? Do you think there can ever be too much real estate agent? Huh?
It's not that it's too much. Listen to what I'm saying. It's not that it's too much real estate agent. If I'm a real estate agent and like I'm the only one in the town, I'm gonna be getting banked. But if it's me and there's 1,000 other real estate agents, it's a more competition. Now I got to pay more. I can't just go for referrals. I got to pay for advertising now. I got to understand that certain prospects might go somewhere else. There's more competition, so my likelihood to get clients has gone down.
But if there's millions of houses for sale and they say there's 100,000 real estates, is that enough?
Now you missing the point though,
The point
because
is
the thing is,
there's too much
no.
for it to
The
ever
more
make sense.
people, it's you're making it seem like just more women. There are also more men.
A lot of men are DL from what you guys be saying, so they don't even really find
Yeah,
women
they
attractive.
DL and
So
they
now we're talking about,
still be with DL men. Still mess with women.
okay. There's DL men, there's straight up G men. So the numbers get smaller and smaller and smaller.
And you have G women. You have L women.
I agree with that. I wholeheartedly. So, but even wait, pause. It's like that there's more women than there are straight men, and you would still argue the fact that it's competition. Like, yeah,
But no. Let's hold up, because there's something new that's entered the chat. The amount of women who are celibate now.
that's not.
The amount of women. No, come on, y'all can say whatever you want, but Bumble paid a lot of money for them fucking billboards. The reality is that there are women who are more isolated from the group and just checked out. Just like you got the lonely man epidemic and these men are like isolated. There are women who are isolated too. You think it's just
Shit,
impact
not
the
really.
men and the women just sitting there?
I'm not gonna lie. I guess that'll be the difference. That I don't take none of that part shit you just said seriously. Those are like,
Y'all, they got my main account, y'all, and I had my backup, and I tried to log in and it disappeared. I don't know why. So I'm on my backup. The backup. To my backup.
This shit crazy. But like I said, it's competition. Like I conceded to the whole
Oh,
aspect.
yesterday though, of course.
Like I said, I
Why
conceded
you
to the
think we
aspect.
was here?
It,
Go ahead, what you saying?
like I said, I concede to the fact that by definition, it is more competition. But is the competition bad? No, because there's so much women that's like it's
But
not like
who?
it's a
My question is, who benefits from the competition?
who I
Mm-hmm.
guess you could say women, but like I still want to say men also, because if it gets too boring, you got to think about it. Niggas are hunters. Like for example, if women give access too easy, it's no longer fun to get with women. Like if all women say we're just gonna sleep around, we're just gonna give everyone access to us, everyone could get some coochie. I ain't gonna lie, niggas wouldn't really like that shit. That shit get boring because
Yeah, because men like a chase.
exactly.
Y'all like
So
a chase, and that's why that's what I'm saying. The reason why it's worked in y'all favor is because women don't realize that's a cat and mouse game.
facts.
But once you realize it's a cat and mouse game, which a lot of women are realizing because y'all niggas love running y'all mouth, then a lot of y'all ain't gonna have the right cheese. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have enough cheese.
I agree.
You gonna get like it. That's what I'm saying. That's the
We're not there, though.
competition.
We're not there, yo. So this is a make-believe scenario, and this is why I'm saying we're not there, and we won't ever get there, because women, like you guys love to say this, women also like to have intercourse also, believe it or not, right? That's what you guys love
So
to say.
you don't think? No. I don't believe that. But listen, what I'm saying.
You don't believe that?
You don't.
What the
No.
fuck?
You don't think Shearer 7 is having an impact? You don't think people like Shearer 7 is having an impact?
I think Shearer 7 is having an impact, making women want to buy, like want more things out of men. But the problem is
Yeah.
when a woman sees a dude she likes, all that Shearer 7 shit disappeared. Just like if a dude is red pill, right? I'll give myself as an example, right? Let's say I believe in, I'm the man and I'm this and I'm that. The moment I met the woman that I liked, all that shit is like, man, I want to give her the world. I want to go provide for her. I want to go buy her a boat. Let me see how much it costs to buy a mansion for my girlfriend. Like all that thought process goes out the fucking window. So you can hear all that shit if you want to, but at the end of the day, your feelings trump all of that. Your feelings is something you cannot calculate at all. It's too unpredictable.
So see how you just said that? Like think about it. Think about it. Once a man get a woman he really like, and they in a relationship, whatever, his whole goal is to hide her from the world. So you like, well, shit, I'm gonna no, them niggas gonna be like, they gonna be building nice homes, they gonna be taking on vacation, anything to keep them away from you.
Yeah, facts. But the problem is a lot of these women are not likable for real. So most niggas ain't gonna ever experience that.
So the women are not likable, but the men are trying to get resources to have access to the women. It ain't about liking the women. It's about the chase. And once women realize it's a chase, then they start letting y'all fight. That's the thing. That's the complaint men are having now. That, we were told we were providers and we're still expected to provide, but it's hard to provide because the economy whooping your ass. That's what I'm saying. In real time, y'all have men who playing this game with y'all. You don't know who they are because they got hella motherfucking resources who are putting you in a position where you gotta adapt. You either got the money or no. So yeah, this idea. My whole point is this idea is that how it was at one point is always going to be is not true.
Wait, y'all
What
stop.
you mean, Double? Yeah, it was a miracle. I was just basking in the moment. I ain't never heard this nigga just shut up. That was crazy. He been conceding all day. He just shut up. That shit was wild.
I love it. I love it. He was fighting for. I'm in the bathroom cleaning up. Something y'all should be doing. But it's funny how, to me, that Flashy don't want to acknowledge what I think is clear about the competition and how it's not a fun competition. That's why the men's are crashing out. and him not wanting to accept that there is a shift in women. Women are shifting. That's why I made a point. Even the male centered women that we know of, because y'all talk so fucking much, and y'all talk about how, we still giving up the coochie, and we still doing this, and we still doing that, and whatever, y'all spilling the secrets. The women who are astute enough to pick up on it is going to, and the women who want to make sure they can get them a good man out of all the snakes and the dogs are going to say, well, let me make sure I try to follow certain steps. Now, does that mean that they're still going to end up with a loser? Yeah, they may still end up with the loser who can run the game, but a lot of them would be running through a bunch of losers before they get to that loser, and now they're not, and that's what he not accounting for. And it's a lot of women who are isolated. I want to comment on that too. A lot of us women is isolated. Even the ones of us who got a bunch of options, chicks with dicks, men with pussies. It don't matter. If you're isolated, you're not going to even get in proximity to those people. So it doesn't matter if your options are long about the type of men or whomever you would want. If you are like, nah, I ain't fucking with people because it's too much going on. It's just too much going on. If you like your peace, it's just too much going on. So I think that he wants to avoid that. There's a lot of women who simply are not even
What's up,
trying.
Mama?
They isolate. They're not even trying. And he may,
Yeah, that's the whole point. Because women in isolation, again, in today's world, you still can connect because of how we communicate with each other. The men who isolated, they crashing out. But I was addressing like the femboys thing. The motherfuckers who get deep into that shit, like then you end up with you guys. Some of the men like shit. I'm gonna be the woman for you. I'm gonna be the woman you need. And that motherfucker like alright. So like a lot of them gonna be fucking each other. But I just think that at the end of the day, them niggas selling y'all encyclopedias. But keep hope alive. Shit. Like do what you gotta do.
I agree. That's why they frustrated. He gonna come back and act like you already know Splash. He is gonna act like he don't know nothing. But the truth is still gonna be the truth. Like it doesn't matter. The men want us to shut up because they losing. They losing this game, and the truth is, women can go without. Like regardless,
But
women can.
that's what I'm saying. If you look at other mammals and how they have like mating seasons and like the mating seasons, like they're around each other. Part of the reason why women have been so hypersexualized is because they've been around men.
Mm-hmm.
You remove women from men, the appeal is just gone, and that's the part they not understanding. Like it's not the same. There are a lot of women who say that the longer they're celibate, the longer they're not dating, the less they want to do it. And these motherfuckers like, well, back in 1995, this what happened, so I'm just waiting my turn. Like, no, nigga, that's not how it works.
That's another thing I was thinking about too, because it is like there's female species that don't go into quote unquote heat until they are around men, which is why lions. That's why they be unaliving the lion cubs, ain't it? So that they can put the lioness in heat. Ain't that what the lions do when they want to take over? All those not unaliving the kids, but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
different things to it though.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it. What happens when women start living together and spending time together? Your body sync up. We're in, like I said, the world we live in is artificial. We made it up. And when women are not paired off with men, you don't have him near to dysregulate her fucking body. Like it's going to take its natural course. So like yeah, like a lot of like I said, in this society that is today with pollution, the climate changing, not just the money situation, but like the environment not being conducive to having children, you got less women deciding to have children. That's why you have mating in the first like a lot of this mating they claiming would be that's how you figure out that you like it, right? The whole mating thing. That's what these niggas are saying. And they think, well, we always gonna have access because, like it's still a lot of women out there, and women they gonna want the nigga with the game. She ain't even gonna be talking to you. She ain't gonna be talking to you because Kyle in her fucking inbox and Cash App in her ass. So guess who she occupied with? Kyle. She ain't worried about you.
Yeah, she distracted from even you running the game. But you know what I was thinking about? The comparison of women prisons and male prisons, I think is very telling. I ain't done no deep dive on it because it's more things. We have more research about male prisons, obviously, because of course we male centered. But when you look at
And
it,
more of them.
and it's more of them, right? Which is another that's understandable, but that in itself is the case study, right? But I think that what's interesting is that women in women facilities do end up sleeping with each other, right? There is the same like a term get G for the stay. That is true, right? But you also will see women end up. It's not as many as in comparison to what the men do. And a lot of women, even though they're in a male, even though it's a woman facility, it is ran in a male dominated smear, whatever that word is. It's ran that way. It's set up and manufactured in the same light of a male facility. All the things are similar, and the women, although they do some male things, like things that are similar to what the men do, they still are able to function way different. They have book clubs. They have more of a family dynamic. They set up their game, so to speak, as family dynamics where they run it a certain type of way. It's not as violent. And it's just more familial all the way around. And the women who don't want to engage in certain things, they don't. It's not violence, like forcing them to do certain things. Like it's just totally different. And I think that's interesting that when you have women and it's not any men, that they end up building families, even though women can't get along, right? They end up building families, and they end up doing things as a population. There's just more what's the word, Tara, that we should have
I don't never know the word.
that our society should be like.
Matriarchal. It's more matriarchal.
No, but what's the egalitarian?
Egalitarian.
That's what they end up being.
But the interesting thing about that, hold on real quick. The interesting thing about that though is damn, that was quick. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Give me a second. It's gonna come back. Okay, here we go. So the more time women spend away from men, right, the less they fight and argue with each other too. Because I've heard other people talk about this. When women have like groups with other women only spaces and men are not in those spaces, it's so like it's much more peaceful. And the thing is, this is why you notice like men triangulate a lot, because they benefit from the chaos. So the more collaborative women are with each other, the less they want to fight and argue and compete with each other.
Yep.
No, BZ, TikTok talking about my camera. They want me to get on camera, so they restricted me. I don't want to be on camera.
Wouldn't that be a lotto? Because isn't women prisons like women's prisons are like not this little paradise?
Thank you, Mello.
You said women's prisons is what?
Like women's prison is all women's space, and it's still not peachy. Like for an example,
I just explained what
you missed her
happened.
point. She said it's a patriarchal structure.
It's still a patriarchal structure, and it's still ran in the same way that men's spaces are ran. And the men have the power. It's just like in schools. The men be the administrative, the women be doing the footwork. So they run it how they want to run it. And even that is still, you saying it's not peachy, but it's not as violent as the male facilities. That's the thing you're missing. And their programs are different.
Like, I don't think, me personally, I would never think women would be physically as violent as men ever. Like I would never make that argument ever. But the whole argument, I don't know. I feel like that's just a.
That's a good point. But hold on, that's a good point, though. Of course, that's what I'm saying. when we was having a conversation the other day about they was like ain't no women only spaces, like men have actively tried to infiltrate women's spaces. That's always the point. Like when that's where you had the what somebody was talking about nunnery the other day. You had a lot of nuns. They was advocating for change. They were like they were taking a vow of celibacy. They were spending time amongst themselves, and they got demonized. That's why it's not as many of them like it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the Salem witch trials. Like anything to separate women. That's the thing. That's what a lot of these communities that been up and running just women. They need to stop telling people, to be honest, because the men always want to be in women's spaces. They always want to be in women's spaces.
So what is your example?
So like,
What is your
what do you mean? I just gave examples. What are you talking
like?
about?
What's your example where that comes from? Where like this whole idea that women would be better just if they were isolated by women and run by.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can. There are women who are isolated. We can look at their behavior. That's the whole point.
Wouldn't there be factors that you can't verify, like you can't quantify?
What do you mean?
Like their upbringing, their principles, their morals, their beliefs. Like these things are the things we have to factor in. Like if a woman,
Yeah, I feel like if they was in isolation their whole lives, it might look different. That's valid. But what I'm saying is there are women who live in isolation from men, and you notice a difference in their behavior.
yeah, but you have to still add these factors in. Like who was she before she was isolated, or was she always isolated? And
But see,
what happened
I think the
for her?
perspective.
Like do you think
I think that it don't.
it does
Why
matter?
does that
It does
matter?
matter because the reason behind the thought process matters. Like what are we talking about? Like why did
No, I'm saying why are you making that point now? Like, what does it
because
matter?
there has to be a reason behind this thought process of women would be better without men, and we have examples because this group of women done did this. It's like, yeah,
We're not saying better. We're not saying better. We're just saying it's a different behavior.
what? Well, I guess I can see to that, but that's with fucking anybody.
That's what I'm saying. When you see men in isolation, they become more violent, and women
That's not
become more
true.
peaceful.
That's not true.
No.
Most niggas,
All right, tell us what it.
when niggas
Go
go to
ahead.
prison, right? A lot of them turn to like they become Muslims and shit. Like that's a normal thing that happens in prison. They start.
Yeah, and the Muslims be doing the violent shit too. What are you talking
What, you
about?
think prison Muslims are peaceful? Or you first of all check your check your temperature.
He saw that movie.
And don't check it under your
He saw that
arm
movie.
or under your tongue. Check it in the rectum. Because what the fuck is you talking about?
Listen to what. First of all, you're making an argument I'm not making. I never said the fact that because prison is prison. Like we got to be real. Matter of fact, that probably was a bad example because y'all gonna. That's easy to.
But no, hold up. Think about it, Flashy. When men come together and play the game together, sports, what they want to do? They want to compete. They want to bet.
Yeah.
Like it ain't like the competition
That
is
shit
what
fun.
causes conflict.
That's not conflict.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun when you're winning, Flashy. It's not fun when you're losing.
I could agree with that, but
And that's the thing. Because somebody always has to lose, there's always going to be conflict with that.
yeah, but that's not the norm though. Like obviously it happens here and there. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap like, oh, guys is gonna always be peaceful. Fuck no. But like, for an example, if guys could literally go to a random basketball court outside, 9 times out of 10, the games go by peachy. No one getting a fight. No one gets a pew pew. And there's gonna always be that one time that somebody pulls that pew pew out or they get in a fight. Yeah, that it happens. But majority.
Yeah, that's extreme. That's extreme, but like even like if we look at like the violence that men commit, right? Because men always making this argument that the biggest victims of the violence of men is other men.
Facts.
Like men are just violent towards each other.
I agree. No, I agree because men have the ability to be more violent. But what do you think is more common? If you go out downtown, men fighting or women fighting? What do you think is more common?
That's the whole point. The men are going to be fighting.
Fuck no, you're capping.
No. You missing. Hold on. No, you missed my point from earlier. If you're saying the women are fighting, what are they fighting for? One of the things that women are like, the whole big argument between women is like the whole pick me being male centered is problematic. So like, yeah, women, you talking about they downtown and what are they fighting for is the question.
That's easy.
But if it's just, go ahead.
Like a lot of times when women fight, a girl looked at her the wrong way. A girl bumped her and didn't say excuse me. You feel me? Like, let me be real though. Drake,
No,
we
that's
from
not
what the fuck you mean
real.
that's not real? What are you
No,
talking
I'm not.
about?
No, we're not. No, it's not because somebody stepped on their shoe. That's
As
no.
men, the
Drake,
fuck?
wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
you missing it
Drake, you
up.
gonna do that, bro? Stop the, bro. We gotta be able to have a conversation without lying to ourselves. Like women,
No. You're lying, Flashy. Listen, and you like when women are fighting, and yeah, women be fighting. It be over men,
you're
Flashy. It
lying.
be over
No, I don't.
women.
Wait, I don't disagree with that part. But listen to what I just said. When you're going downtown, a girl's not. Oh, I'm fighting her because that's. Oh, you slept with my man. No, like I don't know if it's a Florida thing.
It's competing for the attention and the
That's a cop out.
validation of men.
That's a cop out.
It's not a cop
That's a cop
out.
out.
No, women are not fighting because they bumped into each other
They
and stepped on each
are.
other's shoes.
Wait, hold
They
on.
are not.
Drika. I don't know, cause I don't know if she actually lives in the UK for real. I'm not really too sure if she was just trolling about that shit, but no, I don't really know. But you gonna tell me down south, especially you live in Louisiana, you telling me these hoes ain't fighting random? They're not fighting random other women off the strength of she looked at me wrong, or she bumped me and didn't say excuse me, or you just like, what are we talking
So
about?
this the thing. So let me answer because I don't know why you being weird about it. Because I done been in situations. Hear me out. I done been in situations where, like, literally, I can think of some situations where I done seen some fights, and the fights are based on like them knowing each other. I'm not like there's not no moment where I can think of where it just happened randomly. Has it happened randomly? Absolutely. There can be issues with people. Like there was almost about to be a fight because we was at this lounge one time, and I guess the lady left her phone in the bathroom when she used the bathroom, and she went back to the bathroom to get the phone. It was another lady in that bathroom where her phone was trying to play, and they was about to get into an actual physical fight. But they didn't, but they were about to. But do you think like that's not happening all the time? No, I ain't never seen a woman like punch, like beat up on somebody because like stepped on my shoes. That we not Jordan fans. We're not standing in lines at fucking Foot Locker at 12 a.m. like trying to get the Jordans. So why would a woman be like that? Like that is not happening.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't believe that, but I'll leave it at that might just be from my experience because here, like bro, downtown Orlando, I don't know about where y'all stay at, but if a chick look at a chick wrong or she feel like she just sides her shit, she gonna go on the side of her and just hit her shit like, and that's a normal thing. It's not. It don't even really be about. Oh, I know this girl and she's doing this. No, it be some random shit. Everybody post it up. Girl, what you looking at? And then next thing you know, they bump it. Because with dudes, typically, I'm not saying guys don't fight. Obviously, guys fight. But niggas typically take it to pew-pew play, which is still an extreme. I think that's out of pocket nonetheless. But niggas nowadays take it to that before fighting. Women, oh, they fighting off the muscle. Just like... But hey, that like I said, that could just be two different perspectives, two different realities. But I know more. I see more females fighting for bullshit reasons than I see dudes.
Females is crazy.
They are crazy. Oh,
that's crazy.
Women.
Yeah, I that's not the case. Like, it's interesting because even how Drika said they know each other, you wouldn't even know each other. Like, you wouldn't know if they know each other. But beyond that, like, if you did, and like I said, like when the men are present, it's a problem.
Am I right?
Women are different. Women are different when they're not around y'all niggas. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I agree with that.
What's up, Mello?
I think everybody could agree with that. Just like men are different when they're around men.
You hear me in these headphones?
Oh shit!
You hear me good in these headphones?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I think Flash. I think you lying.
About what? Which part of my lying?
Or where did you grow up? Like seriously? Or no?
What part am I lying about?
Let me take that back. Calm down. Let me take that back. I think it helps to be more socially aware.
Your background loud.
Okay, yeah, let me turn it down. I think it helps to be.
The hell are you watching?
What am I lying about?
Yeah, it helps to be way more socially aware than you are, because it just seems like you don't have a good grasp on things outside of your own circle.
What am I? I'm still waiting for the. What am I lying about? Like,
Well, I mean, you can't be lying of what you see. I ain't gonna call you a lie. My fault. I'll take it back. But it just helps to be more social because of what you're saying. Everybody in the like, we don't see that. It's like, where did you grow up, bro?
they don't see. We don't. What?
And
We
was
don't
the
see women
women was the
fighting.
women gang affiliated? Like, was they trying to fit
Right.
in with a
We live in
gang?
Florida.
Because that's the only way that would
We
make
live in
sense.
Florida. We live in Florida. That they know fucking. We don't do
Was
those
they
tripping,
Zozos
bro.
or whatever?
No, nigga, they just fucking black Americans. What the fuck we talking about?
No,
Now they
I
ain't
grew up
black
in New York. Like, what
American.
are you
You live in
saying?
Florida. My bad, Mello. Go
No,
ahead,
you
Mello.
fine. I'm just no. You're good. I'm just like, what?
Nah,
My
they
fault.
ain't black Americans. Yeah, you live in Florida. It ain't nothing but black immigrants around there. So stop. Don't be with that. You nigga, you ain't around black Americans. And you ain't even going to the spots because y'all be liking to have like y'all own little y'all type of music and stuff. So let's be honest.
Nah, I go to. I ain't gonna lie. I go to American shit. I wish. I like.
Okay,
Cause I'm a people watcher.
MAGA. Okay,
No,
MAGA.
for
We
real, for real.
get
I'm a people watcher. No, I'm a people watcher. So I like to watch people and just study their ass. I be judging the shit out of people. Like me and my homeboys, we go downtown just to look at people and like judge them. Like, look at
raise
these
your
fucking
hand if you
bitches.
believe Flashy.
You ain't gotta. Fuck, you ain't gotta believe me. This ain't gonna change my life. You feel me?
You
It is
should
gonna change
get
them.
out more. You should get
Yeah.
out. When I used
What
to
the
live in
fuck does that
Georgia,
mean?
I
I
used to
should
hear
get
people
out
say
more. What the fuck?
that folks ain't been outside of 285. Like that's how you sound. Like you ain't never been nowhere.
I literally drove trucks. I've been
So,
around every fucking state in
but
America.
you
You was
acting
a
like
truck
you ain't never been
driver?
nowhere.
What are you? I'm curious. Where are you getting this from? Because I said that I seen women fight because a woman looked at her wrong, or because a woman stepped on her shoes, or a woman bumped her. You think
Yes, you
you don't?
sound like you've never been to like you've never been around
So
different
you
types of
telling me that
women.
doesn't happen?
I never said nothing didn't happen. It's not an absolute.
So
Duh.
what are you arguing about then?
I'm arguing that you need to get out more, brother.
That's not an argument. That's a statement. You're just
I didn't.
saying.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
just saying I
just
need to get out
saying.
more. That's cool.
I'm just saying. You're
We should
not
all
very
get out more.
socially aware. That's my point.
But that argument doesn't make sense because you're not really saying anything against what I said. The fact that you can, okay, I get it. You might have seen that. Okay, yeah, I've seen it. So, the fuck are we talking about? It's happened.
The point is, you're trying to blanket that as if majority of women do these things, and they
At no
don't.
point did I say that. At no point I said all women out here just beating each other
I
ass.
didn't say all. You guys don't understand generalities,
Majority.
right?
At no point did I
Chosen.
say majority of women are out here beating each other up. At no point did I say that.
I never said you said that,
You
Flashy.
literally just
You
said
implied it.
majority.
You implied it, brother.
I implied it. So now what I said, what you felt like I said. Now we're arguing what you felt like I said.
I don't feel anything.
If
I
I
heard
implied it but
what you
didn't say,
implied.
if I imply, you know what implied means? That means I didn't say it. That means
Y'all love
you're going to
semantics when y'all love it, I swear.
Yeah, that like a lot of people be
why are you so prideful? Why can't you admit you were wrong? You said that I
no,
implied it.
I'm not
because
At
wrong
that's
no
the
about
point.
point.
shit.
That's the point of saying somebody implies something. It's like, of course, your argument can be that did I say it? Of course, that's your argument. That's if I imply that you be twerking on the weekends by saying like Flashy like to do that little dance that Meg Thee Stallion did on Body Body Body. I didn't say you be twerking. I ain't say you be twerking, but I'm implying it. Cause what dance did she do on Body 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 that you would be out in the weekends doing? And so if you say, why would you say I'm dancing like a woman? But I never said you was dancing like a woman. I never said you be shaking your ass like Meg Thee Stallion. I never said it though, Flashy.
That's a dumb argument. Let me bring it back full circle. Let me bring it back full circle so y'all brains can wrap around this.
Don't try to wrap our brains around nothing.
The
Right, let me
conversation.
figure you out.
Hold on. The
Okay,
conversation.
go ahead.
The conversation was that women are more likely to fight each other than a man is to fight, because most men, not most, but a lot of men like to take it to pew pew violence. Like that's where they like to go, or at least talking about it. Like, pew pew you and blah 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 blah. Women are more likely to just straight up fight and move on about their life. Like they fight and keep it pushing. Like that's not a crazy statement to say, because it is more common for someone to fight than for someone to get pew pewed. The fuck are we talking about? How is that even an argument? Did I say every woman or most women be fighting? No. I said in comparison to men pulling out pew pews and taking it to the extreme, it's far more common for a woman to be fighting another woman than it is for a man to pew pew another man.
But you gotta understand the original statement was that like women behavior amongst themselves versus being around men. That's the thing. You're saying because I was saying that a lot of times the women fighting is over men, and then you went to say that like no, they be fighting because they be stepping on each other's shoes. I disagree with that.
You think women don't be fighting women for petty reasons?
No,
Not
I
now
don't.
we're stepping on each other's shoe. No.
So okay, if you don't, if that's not what you've seen, I'm not gonna argue what you've seen or haven't seen. That we're just gonna that shit is gonna be what it is gonna be. Honestly, at that point, I can't argue what the fuck you haven't seen.
I mean, I'm saying it because y'all kind of it's kind of moving around a little bit, but that was the original point. But the reality is that when men are absent, women's behavior changes.
But that applies to literally kids' behaviors change when they're not around their parents. Men's behavior change when they're not around women. Men's behavior change when they're not around men. Like that, they're not really saying. You're saying like water is wet at this point. Like that's like what your argument is.
No, hold up. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm trying to get you to understand that we was in one country and now we in another country, and I'm over here trying to figure out how we got over here. Is my whole point.
But my whole point is, we take a plane to go to those countries.
Please don't. Y'all not good at analogies. Please don't. Please don't. Don't.
Well,
I don't give a fuck.
nah, but like,
Please.
I'm just what she was talking about. Like, what that person on the top was talking about, because they weren't talking about shit. They were talking about you're lying. And it's like, what the fuck am I lying about? Well, you're not lying. You're just speaking from your perspective. Okay, cool.
Right,
So
and I said I'd take it back. Why you still on that? You hurt? Did I hurt your feelings?
I'm hurt, man. You hurt my feelings. Like, my
I'm sorry.
feelings hurt. I
Flashy, I'm
appreciate you.
sorry. I ain't mean
Thank you. Thank you. You feel? I feel better
Alright.
now. You feel me?
You right.
I feel much better. Like, I feel like a burden has been relieved off my back and shit.
I'm glad I could do that for you, brother.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
No, not y'all circle jerking. Y'all better stop.
Oh, I can't stand this nigga, bro. I can't. Like, oh my
I
god.
ain't buying. Put your now, Mello.
Hey, Drika,
Put your
you
backpack
back
up,
and be a
Mello.
part
Don't do it.
Hey,
Don't
Drika,
do it.
hey, come be part
Strap
of it.
down. This
Drika.
nigga a taker.
You know what's-
He a taker.
You know
Better
what's
be careful.
crazy? Cause I ain't gonna hold you. You know, Tara, I be all up in your YouTube, and I've heard you talk, Flashy, and I've heard videos from like almost a year ago, and you ain't changed, brother. You ain't progressed, nan.
Why would I
This
change?
is crazy.
No.
Why would I change?
You've been around these ladies for almost a year, like, and change, and you just have not. You just not progressed.
None.
Like
Bro,
you saying the same things you said a year ago. It's crazy.
because life. This what. Wait, matter of fact, I'm curious. What have you heard these women say that made you change your perspective? Like, wow, I never
Oh,
thought
a
about
lot
I'm
of
trying to
things.
get
That's why I'm
soda.
hooked.
Ain't that a
A
bitch?
lot.
Okay, give me one. Give me one.
No, don't answer him.
Yeah, you
No,
right.
just one. I don't need just one thing that you heard from them that changed your perspective on what something. Go ahead.
No, don't answer him. Because he trying to insult us. And I'm about to get on his ass. Because who the fuck
Because a lot of the shit
you
y'all
just
talk about is
you just conceded today.
I conceded to competition because I had to think about the word competition. It's like, yes, competition,
No.
but then when we're adding it to the conversation, it's not a bad thing because niggas have competed about everything. Niggas still competing about who's better, Jordan versus LeBron James to this fucking day.
Mello, he conceded, right, to the point we made. And he was uncomfortable about having to concede. So then he wanted to start a new argument to take back that
Why are you
point.
talking over her?
My bad. She capped out right
He
now.
hollering over me too. That's
What?
bouncing up and down. He like, what? I can picture Flash over there just in an uproar, like
Right, he done sat up and everything. He's talking directly to the phone.
Stop playing with me, Drika.
He making me nervous. I'm like, whoa, calm the fuck down. That nigga tripping. But he conceded to us earlier. Then he found the way to circle back to the point that he conceded to make another point that was different. Like, that's why he's saying he want to concede to the competition. Every time he take a step forward, he take 15 steps back. That's the thing.
You gotta
Like,
be
we
part of
do
the
be
cult of
getting
man.
them. Yeah, we be getting them.
But you got to think about it, right? I could concede when I'm wrong. That's a part of being an adult. But understanding that the conversation, once you get new information, you can stack upon the conversation. Like, you could add to it. So me conceding to the fact that competition is the correct word, right? because yes, it is gonna bring more competition because now that niggas have resources, technically they become competition. But it's like, yeah, that's been a thing. Like
One thing Flash gonna do is take them lemons and make it lemonade. And the type of nigga he is, I don't know what y'all do in Haiti. I gotta find out.
why me being Haitian gotta do with anything
I
in this
gotta find
conversation?
some stereotypes to put on the Haitian. You gonna make it? Don't y'all got the Haitian version of that drink that the chata hata? Don't y'all got a version of that?
Cremas.
Yeah, you gonna take whatever and make it that. That's what I'm gonna start saying for you. But the point is, you put 10 on 20 every time. Or whatever. What's the saying? 20 on 10. Y'all know what I'm saying. This nigga stupid.
Too much
This
dip on the
nigga
chip.
stupid is what I'm saying. Let me
More of
just
the
spit it
story is
out.
a lot of the shit these women talk about are based on theories and ideas. Like for an example, a lot of times they like to talk about how this is the first thing I heard they speak about that I just knew these women were low key stupid as fuck. These motherfuckers talking about, oh, women could give birth without men. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Oh, using bone marrow, there's women that can give birth without a sperm. That's stupid. I don't know how anyone can hear that shit and be like, yeah, this is some
You looked
credible
it
shit
up?
to hear. I've been looked that
Right.
shit up. I've been had that conversation with somebody that
Hold
said
on.
that shit.
What did you find out about parthenogenesis?
That shit bullshit. That's never happened. There's no proof of that shit ever. There's no proof of a woman giving birth using fucking bone marrow ever.
You think it's an incentive under patriarchy to
Oh
suppress
my
stuff like
god, bro.
parthenogenesis? No, we can argue it. You clearly in your feelings about it. You
Cause
think it's
that
an
shit bullshit.
incentive?
Is there an
No,
incentive?
no,
Yes,
hold up.
I agree. Yes. I could see
What do you
where
think the incentive is?
I'm not. Well, I guess the incentive would be to not have women out here thinking, yeah, women, you can use your bone marrow to start making babies. By
No, I'm not
yourself.
talking about the bone marrow. Like, you do know about asexual species? And like they had to evolve to be that way, right?
Yeah, like fucking. What's this little thing called little seahorses?
No, not the seahorses. No, the males don't have the babies. They just they are incubators.
But yeah, continue the point that you're trying to make though. Are you saying women are asexual? Like that? Once upon a time that women.
No, I'm saying no. I don't know, but I'm saying it's like asexual reproduction happens in different species. Like we evolve over time.
Are you okay? That's cool. Are you thinking does that apply to human women?
No, I'm just talking about you're just like that's some bullshit. What I'm saying is it's not like we don't see it in nature
Yeah,
to
but
just be like, no, that shit would never happen.
I'm speaking from humans. Like we get what nature does a lot of crazy shit. Like there's birds that
Yeah,
can
but
fly.
do you know how long the Homo sapiens been around though?
But okay, so even with that argument, right? There's
How long you think Homo sapiens
a
been
long
around?
Wait,
ass
hold
time.
on, real quick, Flash. Hold on, real quick. Flash said nature do crazy things.
Nah,
There's
for real,
birds that can fly. It's crazy.
For real, like why these motherfuckers? Think about it. There's some birds that can fly for like they don't never have to land. Like they can dead ass fly forever. Like that shit crazy as fuck.
Not that fishes can fly, because there are some flying. Squirrels. There is some fishes that be flying out the water. I forget what they call, but it's also flying squirrels. Not that there's squirrels that can fly. This nigga said there's birds that can fly.
You gotta you gotta think about this shit.
Shut the
So
fuck
fly
up.
as human beings, we need a whole bunch of moving parts to do some shit. These niggas, they just got wings, bro. They're gliding on air. That shit is crazy. That shit crazy, bro. And there's some birds, I swear to God, they don't never have to land, which means these niggas could just stay in the air forever. Like, do you niggas not sleep? Like that shit is crazy
They
as fuck when you
sleep
think about it.
in the air while they.
That's even more
They be on
crazier, bro.
They be on autopilot.
That
Yeah.
shit. But you know how hard that shit is, though. That shit is crazy to even think about. These niggas flying in the air.
There's a bird that can lock its wings into place while they are coasting so they can sleep.
Ain't that some crazy shit to think about? Like, ain't nature crazy? Like,
But that's the thing. That's the thing about it, right? Because they're like that's insane that they can do that. So why is it like you can be mind blown over the fact that birds with wings can fly, but not that parthenogenesis could be possible.
Because it's never been a thing. Like we can play God, right? I understand humans can play gods. Like for example, they done clone sheeps and shit, right? So yeah, I understand, but for that to ever be a thing, that'll be a conversation about in the future. The way you guys talk about it is, oh yeah, we can do that right now. We can give birth right now. Or at some point in history, that was a thing. It's like there's no point in history that was a thing. There's no history, there's no facts you can pull up where there was a woman that gave birth to a baby without using sperm.
But that goes back to what I was saying about, is there incentive to suppress information like that?
But okay, at that point, I can agree, right? There's incentive, but now we're speaking on like some make.
Are you religious?
Am I religious? I'm a God fearing man, but I don't really, I'm
Because
more.
that you do. So we talking about.
I don't believe in that virgin birth or none of that shit. Walking on water, I don't believe in that.
Virgin birth doesn't make sense.
I don't believe in that shit. So that argument don't work.
I just like, hold up. No. Listen, what I'm saying. You know, you have like parthenogenesis and Genesis in the Bible, right? And then the story of Mary, when it comes to conception, don't make no sense. But the idea that Mary would be like the first woman to essentially give birth to a boy through parthenogenesis, then why can't that also be believable?
Well, I don't believe in none of that shit that the Bible's talking about. All the little stories that.
But what I'm saying, yeah, the stories in that be bullshit. But I'm saying they could be based on something. Is what I'm saying.
And even if that's true, right? Let's say it can be, but it's not. We have no evidence. And when we're speaking about things, especially when you're talking about it, you guys always speak from it as if we have proof of this. And this is when it gets problematic because you don't have no proof. We can have a theory and idea that is possible if humans, play around with shit like that.
I can't say there's no proof. I just haven't looked enough into it. I ain't gonna
make the argument out.
I can't. But what I'm saying is, just like you said, birds can fly, and I'm talking about asexual reproduction. It's possible that especially when you realize Homo sapiens been around for as long as they've been around, you don't know what the fuck can happen.
Yeah, but what type of conversation about what the fuck? Like maybe humans used to have fucking wings back in the days. Maybe dinosaurs used to
what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, it's possible, right? It is very possible that a species can reproduce, and then like if we have pairing up of the opposite sex with each other, that over time there could be a change. Like it's normal for mammals to have a mating season. That was a point of me talking about when women live together. Or when women around with each other all the time, your period's linked up. Now, what kind of shit is that? The hell going on there? It's possible that we could have had a mating season, and then it's been dysregulated by the way that we live under a patriarchy.
Honestly, if that was like I said, I personally think that's bullshit. But let's entertain the idea of the
why that bullshit though?
Because we have no concrete evidence and we have no proof of that shit. And let's say that is true, right? The whole idea. Are we talking about the bone marrow thing? Or are we talking about women just simply being able to just make a baby off just willy nilly, just making that bitch off pure themselves? That would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be beautiful. I would love for women to be able to just create babies on their own. But since that's not the reality we're in, nor I don't think that's the reality we're going to be in the next lifetime, it's not worth talking about. Maybe 300 years from now, 100 years from now, that might be a conversation worth talking. But now that shit, to talk about it now sounds stupid as fuck. Completely. Idiotic as fuck. What are we talking about? Second argument.
I don't know about going forward. Like I said, it's too many of us. But is it possible that in the past that it could have been? I think it's possible. Like it's like what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying that is because we see it in nature.
But
we can see it in nature.
Nature.
And right? We think. No. What I'm saying is, I'm referring to asexual reproduction. We see it in nature as possible. And what I'm saying is, like even. Like a lot of times we think we separate, but the fact that human women, when they're close proximity to each other, their bodies sync up, is more. Nature plays a bigger role than we give it credit for.
Have you ever seen that in mammals, in any species?
No, listen what I'm saying. I'm talking first of all, mammals have mating seasons. We don't, right? Because we don't
Uh-huh.
live the way we're supposed to. Part of the patriarchy is accepting that the women in the species have been captured, and it's like we're flooded with information, so we're supposed to pay out with a man that dysregulates us. What I'm saying is, in a nomadic lifestyle, when that wasn't the case, it's possible that that could have happened. I don't know. I'm not gonna make the claim that it did, but I'm saying there's a possibility that if we wasn't paired off like we are now, that parthenogenesis could be a thing.
If we weren't paired, I
But
guess.
but you believe but you think it's mind blowing that birds can fly, and that's a big mystery. But parthenogenesis is like a hard no. I think that's interesting.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, that bird shit really is interesting. But these motherfuckers can fly sleeping, bro. That shit hard, bro. God, bro, my bad. That's like me on some childish shit. But like, I'm just saying that we can study. What you talking about? We can't even start from that. Like, there's no starting point. There's no mammals we can look at. There's no, you feel me? Like we can look at maybe a insect or a this and a that, but we're not none of those shits. So it's like it wouldn't even make sense to look at those things.
What I'm saying is the flying thing is an evolutionary thing, right? Some species, in order to survive, had to go up in the trees, had to fly for safety. So it like it's mind blowing because like how is that possible? But it's something they had to evolve to do. What I'm
Facts.
saying is because we have asexual reproduction in species, we see it. It's a possibility that it could have happened. Is what I'm saying. You just want to shut it down.
No, I'm not shutting it down. I'm just saying like it's not worth a conversation right now.
I mean, you brought it up though.
Yeah, but I brought it up because I was telling the person on top of me like the shit that I heard these women say that I just knew that these women were never gonna say nothing that's actually meaningful. It's gonna be a whole bunch of theories and what
We don't know who those women are.
my bad. I met Tara, good sister Tara, and good sister Drika. You feel me? I apologize for trying y'all like that, but nah. And then when talking about a matriarchy, right? You know, women are basically their whole talking point is women are better than men. Men ain't shit, which I don't necessarily disagree with that because niggas ain't shit. The only problem is I think people as a whole ain't shit. I think human beings are a cancer to the planet. They believe that women are like a healer of the planet, and I think that is just asinine as fuck to say.
Because Mother Earth and whatnot.
I think the claim is
that's a human
that
title.
yeah,
Human being,
but I think that the claim is that that like the Earth would be like female, but yeah,
what?
I agree. I think that human beings are parasites to the planet, hella
Facts.
egotistical, and we've been disrupting the ecosystem since the agricultural revolution.
Facts. I agree. Like shit like that, I love. Like I would always agree with you with things like that. Like I strongly believe humans are a cancer, but that's why I'm gonna always disagree whenever you try to shift blame and be like, well, men are bad.
But hold up. If you believe that, if that's your thought process, then again that goes back to the original argument. If men are chasing and women are essentially running away, the men are trying to catch them, and y'all saying the means for that is to reproduce and to pass away your seed or whatever the fuck that you're saying, then we could say that the cancer that the humans are causing has gotten the tumor getting larger and larger because of men's action of chasing.
I agree and disagree at the same time, and this is why I'm gonna say I disagree because this idea of men are chasing. I don't know, man.
So men not chasing.
I think chasing means, oh, get away from me.
No.
Girls are ladies are literally saying that.
No, they're saying that to the guys that they don't want, but their baby daddies. Unless you're saying.
So hold up. No. Hold up. No, it don't matter if you like some of the men they not saying it to. Yeah. Because what's the talking point? 80% of the men?
No.
If 80% of the men, women are saying they don't want. No, that's the talking point. If 80% of the men
are we talking about to me right now? We're talking about other men.
You know the talking point. I don't know why you interrupting me when they say that most of the women only sleep with 20% of the men. We all heard that shit. Like, let's be for real.
Yeah.
The fact is, those 80% of men, that's a lot of men who are still chasing after women and reproducing, then yeah, they would be a bigger cancer on the planet. So yeah, the men would be worse. It wouldn't just be people; it'd be the men because they're the ones chasing. They like the women don't want us. We funny looking, ugly, and we ain't got no game or whatever. And we still want the women, so we gonna try to get resources and chase after them. When they capture them, they want to trap them with babies. Then yeah, the men will be a
Wait.
bigger cancer.
So okay, this is I guess the disagreement, right? I agree with you. Men are problematic. Men are probably always be the most problematic thing in the world. I agree with that aspect. The problem I have with what you just said is you think men are out here trapping. You think men are wanting these babies, not realizing the people that's continuing this cancer are the women. Now that we have modern science and modern medicine where women can get rid of these babies, and we have apps where women can track to see when they could give birth. I mean, not give birth, but when they can ovulate. And then we have medicine or tools that they can use to literally not have babies point blank, period. And women are still choosing to have babies. We can say, yeah, the men are problematic for pursuing, but
So, do you think that the decline in the birth rate is men's fault or women's fault?
I think that's too big of a conversation to have, if I'm being honest, because
No,
women
it's
are
not.
going
It's
to.
not a big conversation.
It is, because you're gonna say it's women, right? And I can simply say it's men, simply off the fact that men are being more responsible and they're using condoms and blah blah blah, all that bullshit things we can't really quantify, right? You can say the women because the women are choosing to be celibate and blah blah blah, the same bullshit talking points women are gonna use, or women are using
No, we ain't gotta say that. No, we can focus on what happened once women got access to the ability to terminate a pregnancy and contraception. Birth rate decline.
yeah, you
Yeah,
but the problem with that
yeah, because of the women. Birth rate declined because of the women.
you believe that to be true?
No, that's the truth. When women had access to contraception and they could terminate their pregnancy, birth rate went down.
How much
On
AD?
average, yeah.
How
Do you know
much
how many children women used to? Do you know how many children women used to have?
Re-say that again one more
You
time.
think? Well, let's not just say women, young girls was having. How many kids they were having? Why do you think these young girls was having all these fucking babies?
Wait,
Who do
hold
you think
on.
was? Who do you? No. Like, hold on. What are you confused about?
I just thought about something. You said that the birth rates are declining. What was the number that we're going off? Like, who set the standard for what's too much or what's not enough?
No, it's a
For
percentage
real?
they have. So they saying in order to replenish the population, people have to have 2.1 babies, but that number is declining, meaning people are not having enough babies to for the next generation to keep the population up.
So, a made-up number that someone came up with. Because remember,
So you can't count people.
no, but listen, because the argument used to be we're overpopulated, right? Which don't make sense, because how the fuck are we overpopulated? That's not a real thing. The world is way bigger than
No,
people.
I
don't
agree
know
with
who the
that.
fuck.
I agree with that, and they want the numbers to continue to climb. That's the way that works. So the decline mean that the future population will be less people.
But listen to what I just said. Somebody said that we're overpopulated. Now someone's saying we're underpopulated. Who the fuck? What? Like, where's these numbers coming from?
No, you lost. But I would just say one of the things I can say also when it comes to like the cancer or whatever, which group of people are making laws to limit women's access to canceling pregnancy?
For sure, it's gonna be men by and large, right?
There we go.
But that's because men are the ones that have the power. But where we fail to realize is, we always say it's men not realizing there's a lot of women that are pro life. Like, that's not it's not a one-sided battle where it's like, oh, it's all the men want babies to be born.
Yeah. And what type of women are more likely pro-life? Conservative women,
Yeah,
right?
but
Who have men, and they didn't hold up, because the thing that y'all don't want to include in it is what a person has been learning since birth. They literally been programmed that way.
that's a reach.
What's up, Gaslight? Hold on, like Gaslight here. What's up, Gaslight?
Hello, Mary. Thanks for having me on your panel.
No problem. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, being single is not a flex for women. If a lot of women were single, women are, let's just face it, women for the most part are miserable single. Relationships really give women, I don't want to say value, but it gives them incentive to be something more. It motivates them. I see a lot of women get motivated through relationship. I think most women are motivated through relationships. Women are by nature, I believe, nurturing, and the way to optimize your ability to be nurturing is through socialization. So relationships are one where you're going to be the most capable of being social and nurturing because it'll be in person. This person will be around you majority of the day. Where your friends go home, yeah, I mean,
Hold
this
up,
person will
hold up.
still be there.
Before you go down that rabbit hole, 2 points. One, you said I think that women are nurturing, supposed to be nursing, right? So that's the bias right there. It's not what women actually doing, is what you think. My second thing is I want to ask you a question. Do you enjoy being around miserable women?
You said, do I enjoy being around miserable women?
Yeah.
When women are around me, they're not miserable. I don't know what that's like.
No, no, because you said that women who are single are miserable. And I see you around single women all the time.
No, I don't think. Again, this is just generally speaking. This isn't, to my personal
Not just
experience.
That's fine. It would be weird for you for your personal experience to be one thing. You like the world is just another. But okay, go ahead.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I'll answer the prompt right quick then. Being single is a
Mm-hmm.
flex for women. Absolutely. They've talked about their skin getting better, their sleeping better, their hair is better.
Dark horse.
They have, it's definitely a flex when you're not getting trapped. And when I realized the amount of trapping that was on men, I ain't gonna hold you, it was a little mind blowing. I didn't realize it was that bad, but it's definitely a flex when a woman can escape the trap, for sure.
Yeah, so when guess I just made the point about the nurturing thing, right? Right, this ability to nurture, and like whatever's around you going to be nurtured. So you're in a relationship, that nurturing is going to help this other person grow. But when you single, ain't nobody else to be around you, you're going to nurture yourself. So how would that not be a benefit? How would that not be a flex if I could take all my innate nurturing power and put it in myself?
If that's not a flex, I don't know what is. I mean, uh,
Yeah, but a lot of times the men want to argue, but they also believe it's a flex because they want to pursue women. When they talk about the things they talk about with body count, being a woman who like basically have standards, and how like your standards correlate with like the dating pool you have access to. So you have low standards, you have more people that you're willing to give the time of day. Having higher standards, it limits that. Those are the type of women they pursue, and then they be like, no, it's not a flex because they it's because the woman that they're pursuing, they don't want to think that's a flex for, but they do think that's a flex.
big, big, big facts. Like such a contradiction. They are the birthday.
Motherfuckers say they are the birthday. That's
But
funny
some of that
as
got to do
fuck.
with projection, dude. Because for men, being single is not a flex for men based on the way they set it up. So when they say that, oh, of course it's not, because they're projecting, because they don't understand that for women is different than men.
But I'm curious though, like, so you remember what I had said earlier, Tara? So you believe a woman that's single but still sleeping around, you still think that's a flex?
I don't. You and G both make that argument. I don't think women should sleep around.
Oh no, I agree with you.
Like my idea, but hold on, real quick, because somebody else can make that argument. I can't really make that argument because I strongly believe that women should not sleep around with men, and I think that um like I don't see the point of doing that.
No, I agree, but I just
So
wanted
like
to.
it's gonna be hard for me to argue that
Okay.
point.
Hey,
and
Mello,
you making somebody else's point.
Mello, do you think a woman that's single but still sleeping around, do you still feel the same thing? You still feel like it's a flex?
Yes, because it's her choice to.
Well, obviously, I don't. I think we're all talking about consent over here, so
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
still a
it's a,
flex to be single and sleeping around.
yeah, because she doing what she want. I think to me, when a woman has options, that's the flex. Because society can't stand
Don't
a woman with options.
all women have
Options and
options?
So
choices
hold up,
aren't the
my hold
same
up, hold
thing.
up, hold up. I want you, Flexy, because
What
I'm
up?
curious. Why do you think it's not a flex
Because
if she's still sleeping around?
because she's like realistically, she's not getting anything out of that shit. Like she's still being used and abused. Like what the fuck?
So you think that women who are having sex with men are being used?
Yeah, for sure. It's not if you like being used, it's not like for example, I like being used by my woman. Like use me, like
So
tell me
break
what you
that
want me to
down.
do.
How is a woman who's sleeping around with a man being used?
Well, physically, her body is physically being used. Her time is being used. Her
But I'm
emotion.
saying, why is it not to her benefit to sleeping around with men? How's the man using her?
Because 9 times out of 10, right, from what women say, once again, I gotta take women at face value. Most men are not pleasing these women. So physically giving a multiple men access to your body already logically doesn't make sense. And if most men are not attractive, or most women are not attracted to most men, and you're giving multiple men access to you that's not attractive, it doesn't make sense in that aspect. And if you're giving your time to multiple men, you're taking away from time from yourself. So that also doesn't make sense. Like logically, that would never make sense at all. You're giving what's valuable, what women would classify as being valuable to them, aka their time, their peace, their body, their emotional labor, their physical labor, and they're just giving it to multiple men at once. That is
So why do you
idiotic.
think that? Hold on, why do you think that men who sleep around a lot is the opposite?
Because men enjoy themselves doing that shit. Like men like to, especially when it comes to women. Men love women. I'm not saying they like to treat women good. That's not my argument. But men like women. Men like women to be around. Men like to do shit to get women's attention and all that bullshit. So men get an enjoyment from it. Women, in the other hand, they typically don't. So it's counterproductive for them, but it's very productive for men.
Typically, that's just not true. Women get enjoyment, they get pleasure from intercourse. They talk about not having an O, and the reality is there's no biological benefit to having an O. They still pretty much enjoy intercourse, which is why they still do it. This idea that women aren't pleased, that's a big fat old lie.
Yeah, but it's a lie based on who? Like who's? Me personally, I believe you, gang. I believe a lot of these women be capped out because logically, if they're giving that many dudes access to their body, I would assume that shit got to be good because it doesn't make sense. But I'm taking women at face value. They say most women don't ever experience an O, and most men ain't good in bed, and blah blah blah. So I'm just taking them at face value. So if I'm listening to them and what they are saying, that shit doesn't make sense at all. If they change the narrative and say, "Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, men are laying it down and they whoop-de-whoop," that's not what they saying. They saying, "Oh, most of these men got little ding-a-lings. They don't know how to sleep with women. They don't know how to do this and they don't know how to do that." Okay, cool. But yeah, you still giving all these dudes access to your body. So you done found all the good dudes that know how to sleep around, and you magically pick them. Like that shit sound dumb. Especially when they got a roses. They can
You
play
know
with it.
what?
They can play with roses and shit.
They'd argue that they're not having good dudes and they're just trying to find a good one. I wouldn't personally give them any benefit. Like, I just would tell them that they're lying. Y'all enjoy it, plain and simple. Because they can be like, oh, yeah, well, the guy was trash. Or if you found trash, would you keep using it or would you try to find something new? So I would just tell them, like, y'all lying. Y'all absolutely enjoy it. Even without a big O, y'all still enjoy it. What's the complaints
That
about? There's
no,
there's
that's
no
not. Hold
biological
on.
benefit to it for y'all.
That ain't true, Gas. I've been listening to y'all over here mansplain the woman's pussy, and I don't like it. But
Y'all
first
was
of
on
all,
point, y'all fried though, drinker.
well,
It's the
well,
reason gynecologists got guy in it. Let that sit with you.
okay, Mr. Know It All, Mr. Brain. Let me talk. This the thing. In my opinion, and y'all might not like it, but women are lying to themselves. Women are convincing themselves that their pleasure is connected to whatever the man is pleased about. That's why when women have conversations about him not lasting, that is the ego boost to the woman. It negates having pride or dignity for yourself because you are relinquishing your desires and your needs to to a man basing your pleasure on his, right? Or men's desire for you, or men spinning the block on you, right? That is the way that the patriarchy conditions women to view it. It's very male centered. It's all about the man. In so many ways, the man is the prize. And that's the thing that we are trying to divorce ourselves from. We are trying to cut the ties of that delusion that women oftentimes are conditioned in. And it's not even a conscious one. It's in the files that's stored in our brain space, where we don't even have to, like, we don't even have to think about going to it. It's automatic. So when y'all are talking about women who are complaining about these men, yeah, because once you get out of the rose, once you take off the rose colored glasses and you're able to take a step back because you're no longer in that like love bubble or lust bubble or hope bubble, then you're able to see, oh, this man wasn't shit and it wasn't worth me giving him my body, right? But then you try again because you are buying into this fantasy that you're going to find this man who's going to do all those things, and then the cycle continues. That's why I encourage women, we got to stop lying to ourselves. They don't got it. And you shouldn't be giving your body to the men. You shouldn't. If you're going to deal with the men, it should be about you being strategic and getting resources from them, yes. But a part of you getting the resources, the bartering system should not be your body. It shouldn't be. The only thing that you can do is a little time and split it up and navigate that and be strategic and practical about that as well, because you can't get your time back either. But be practical about that. But for the most part, no. The women should not be sleeping with the men. They shouldn't.
I agree with you. The problem with that is it's not going to happen because, yes, some women do have it like that where they can get what they want without having to give access to their bodies. But the problem is most of y'all are going to eventually have to give up something, right? It's, yeah, you can hustle.
So this is what I encourage. So I got an answer for that to the women, because this is a thing that I've been thinking about on my journey, because y'all know I love the days, the gays and the lesbian. I don't really have no type. Right now I'm isolated, but I don't really have no type. So I get to, my mindset is I'm gonna be a top regardless as it relates to the men's. But the women who, to Flashy point, that's not gonna be an option. Maybe he's right. He's a man. I don't know what they be talking about in the locker room after they finish busting one, but he probably right. He probably right that you're gonna have to do something. So this is the thing I encourage the women, and I learned this trick from being in the lesbian bubble. Women need to carry a backpack too, and the backpack need to consist of a strap-on pocket pussy. That's the way you get these niggas. Strap on the pocket pussy. They can't tell. They don't know the fucking difference. The niggas don't be paying attention. That nigga wants you to send him something. Rub off on the pocket pussy. Invest in a realistic pocket pussy. Strap that bitch on and let that nigga go to town. That's the way we gonna get them back, ladies. I'm telling y'all, get a strap on pocket pussy.
You funny as fuck, but this is why I want all women to know. You guys don't have this is why this is why I want women to understand. You guys have no leverage in society outside of your body. Like, and it's the unfortunate truth. So this whole idea of everything you talk about, it always comes back down to a man. You have to get access. A man allows you guys to do anything. But when the one
I don't know what decade you living in,
bro. You have. Damn, I didn't even finish my little speech though. I just wrote it down. Can I finish it? Can you give me permission? Thank you. Nah, but other side. So once you give up your body, like all that power dynamic shit, that shit is not in a woman's favor. Unless she just got that I ain't like, unless her shit just that fire. But I ain't never seen a coochie that fire where a nigga just becomes loyal and becomes a great man and all types of shit. Like I've rarely ever seen that in my life. So Women just need to do what's best for themselves and focus on them. Like if you decide to be, you're done playing the game. Just step out of it, clock out, and just keep to yourself. Stay celibate. Keep your and don't engage in the romantic back and forth, because once you step inside of this world, aka dating, there's gonna have to be emotional labor, physical labor. You're gonna have to give up time. You're gonna have to give up resources. You're gonna have to give up your body, and you're gonna have to do things that you personally probably didn't want to do, but you're gonna do it off what you considered love. You feel me? That's
So
it.
let me
Just
explain. Now I hear what you're saying. And I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but the way that women get the advantage in that situation, the problem is it's like you spending too much time with that man. That's the problem, right? Because eventually, yeah, you want to pay something back, you want to give something up. But the reality is, if you limit the amount of time you're around men, then you can get more resources from men. Because like men like to love bomb,
I agree.
right? Men like to spend money to impress women. The problem is you get past that threshold and you spending too much time with them. That's the whole point. That's the whole selling point for men. It's like, oh, I'm going to do all these things to impress her, and once I got her, I got her. You can't get to that point. Once he like he ain't doing the shit he used to do before, it's time to move on. So women can definitely benefit from the way it's set up. You just can't be wanting to spend all this motherfucking time with that man.
But the problem is, Tara, is you're bypassing women's innate emotions for connection. Like women
But
typically,
I speak about that too. No. Because we talked about this before. Because when you get in a relationship with a man, they find ways to. Well, I'll say this too: the women are the male centered. They're gonna focus more on their partner than their friends, and then men are like drawing her away from her support system. So it's like one, you don't get emotional connection from men. That's first and foremost. Your emotional connection, there are people that you talk to for support. Like that should never come from a man. A lot of times, like even when y'all speak about the sexual thing, women are like the pleasure she's getting is this level of connection that he's cut her off from. Because women want connection from other people. So your connection will come from women. That's where you fuck up.
it's not the
When you
same.
cut off from women and you trying to get connection from a man, that's how you get trapped.
I agree, but the problem is it's a difference. Like I get it, right? Women have a nice connection with their homegirls and all that good shit, but it's different. That intimacy is different.
No, I'm telling you. No, listen to what I'm saying.
I hear what
It's
you're saying,
not.
bro.
Y'all, listen, I don't think men could ever wrap their mind around it because y'all don't operate the way we do. I'm telling you, women like just enjoy each other's company. Women can like literally sit around and talk for hours. You don't need no game. You don't need no extra activity. Like just sitting around fucking talking for hours feel hella fulfilling for
Niggas do the
women.
same shit
So
too.
like, yeah, but y'all be on some bullshit. Y'all be talking about like, no, that's what I'm saying. Even your conversation be competing. It's not real connection. It's
That
competition
shit
with
fun
each
for
other.
us
So
though.
No, it's not.
it's fun.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Rika.
I'm just saying, flashy, no, because the way in which I talk to my friends for hours and all that stuff, like men want to do that with women too. Like they don't want to do that with y'all. Like another
I
way
agree.
that men like wrap women up is they want to sit on the phone and just talk and talk, and it seems so beautiful until I started looking at it. Like no. A lot of time it's centered about themselves for one, but for two, it's a way for them to get you attached so that you become obsessive of them. Men want women to be obsessed with them. That's another way that they get the woman to
Everybody does that.
relinquish her power, because you want to be around. You want to make sure he ain't cheating. Niggas be, man, I think about man.
But that's what
I
but that
almost
was the
told my
point I
bitch,
was
let me shut
making.
up.
That was the point I was making when I was saying like men act like women to get women's connection. Because like women don't actually like men. Like when y'all like when he get past the love bombing phase. No. Listen to what I'm saying. When y'all get past the love bombing phase, when you've been faking and you fucking broke and all that shit is old, and that shit gotta deal with you on a day to day, you're not likable. Y'all don't even like each other,
That's
right?
cap.
Y'all don't like each other like that. No, y'all don't.
That's
Y'all
cap.
niggas don't be liking each other.
That's
I
cap.
mean, I'm telling you, y'all don't.
But you're
You
based on your
like, hold
feelings
up.
though.
No. Yours, no, it's not feelings. That's what I'm saying. You're saying you like to be around other men because it's fun to compete with them. You like the competition because it's attached to your status. It feel good for your ego. That's not because you like the men. You like the feeling you get from the back and forth or whatever competition
That's
is focused
really what it
around.
is.
Yeah, but that's not the other part. That's my point. There's no when I was saying when men is different when no men are around. There's the competition is gone. It's
That's not.
just
You're
connection.
lying. You're lying.
But
I'm not
there's
gonna be
no there's no prerequisite to define what is or isn't competition. This is going to be based on you and how you feel. You can't just say, "Oh, that's not a connection." It most certainly is. There's no like what metrics are you using to determine what is or isn't a connection?
Well, break down the connection that y'all having then.
Oh, that's easy. I can use
Because
sports.
I just want let me just say this real quick. After we just had a whole live yesterday about men saying that they rather be around women. Like if they don't want to go to the party, that's women that is. But go ahead, tell us about the connection that men are having with each other. I'm
Well,
listening.
yeah, it's the fact that with men, bro. At least for me, I'm gonna speak for myself. When I'm around my boys, I ain't gotta walk around eggshells. Like with a woman, you gotta be mindful of every word you say because every word could be offensive to her. With a dude, even if the words is offensive, it don't fucking matter. Like I'm gonna say it, he gonna understand, and we ain't, and if he got problems, we gonna talk about it, and it's gonna be that, right? There's no sensitive ass. Oh my god, you said this me like. So that's already drops a guard right there, right? I could talk freely. It's like you no longer have to code switch when you're homeboys, and then we have things in common, right? Let's say sports. Oh, bro, you watched the game last night, and now we're connecting through the game, or it could be video games or anime or whatever the case may be, or we could just be playing hoops or playing football,
But
whatever the case.
that's parallel play. That's literally parallel play. That's my whole point. Like you can say y'all connect because you could take your mask off. Yeah, y'all be masking up again because without your mask, you wear the mask because you know if you didn't wear your mask, the woman wouldn't want to be around you. So you got to wear the mask because women don't actually like y'all niggas. And the thing is, the connection y'all talking about is always a third party necessary. It's not just that's what I'm talking about. Y'all not just connecting. We're talking about y'all can say whatever y'all talking about feelings and all that shit don't matter. But for us it matters.
This is how I know you're lying about what you just said. This mask. Women have like for the longest, women have been doing this thing where they don't like to fart around their man. They don't like to shit around their man. Like they try to put on this little mask that they're just this sweet, delicate woman. You feel me? Why? Because women understand that you can't truly be your 100% authentic self because a lot of women are weird as fuck. And it takes you being with that woman for a long period of time for her to drop that guard and actually be her weird, authentic self. A lot of women mask up just like dudes. They can't just be, if a nigga's an asshole, he can't be an asshole to his girlfriend because, like, that's not going to work because women are typically too sensitive. And you have to first be able to recognize that, okay, men and women are different. Their emotions are attached to different things. So we can't look at them as they're supposed to be one of one. Nigga, they're different. What the fuck are we talking about?
But that's that,
Y'all be scared
but
of
that's the
farting around niggas.
point.
Y'all be scared of
I'm
farting
not going to
around women.
disagree. That's the point. Like, yeah, women got to walk on eggshells. It's not enjoyable to be around a man you can't be your full authentic self with. That's what I'm saying. True connection that women have with each other, just like for men, y'all just don't connect the way we do. I'm saying that the connection is different.
So
But yeah, being
y'all
around a
farting around
man,
your homegirls?
that shit is stressful.
Y'all farting around your
Fuck
homegirls?
yeah. I fought around. What are you talking about? One of us will be taking a shit and the other one fixing her hair. What are you talking about?
I love that for you. I love that for you. I love that. I'm not getting that comfortable with a
I
nigga.
like the language change. It went from no connection to a different connection. Connection, albeit different, is a connection.
No. I'm saying y'all don't generally connect to each other. That's what I'm. And
Oh,
nothing changed.
break that down. Break it down. What do you mean by a connection? Like, what does the connection look like? Because that's why I'm confused on that part. Because what the fuck? What is it supposed to
I
look
don't
like?
know if I want. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if I want to tell you that though. To be honest,
Well, that's
even if
private.
I got concede the argument, I don't know if I want to tell you that.
Listen,
Because now I'm curious.
if tell us or not, we're still as men, we're still just gonna be like, okay, whatever. Like I can sit on the phone with my homie all day. We do the same shit as far as work is concerned. Sit on the phone with the nigga all day at work. And we talk about anything just because we can. If you ask me when his birthday, shit, hell if I know. If you ask him when's my birthday, hell if I know. Doesn't matter. We don't value that shit like women do. So our connections are naturally going to look different. Can I sit on
Right.
the
What
phone with a
about the
woman all
men?
day? Absolutely not. No way. Absolutely not.
But hold up. What about, because I'm hearing a lot of men say they got friends, right? But like, then you ask them how long they see their friends and hang out with. You got men who ain't see their friends in months, ain't talk to their friends in months,
That's still my
but they just
dog.
be like,
That
"These my
actually
friends."
proves the strength of the bond that we don't have to be on top of each other to have that bond.
Facts. You know how, like, just think about how real of a friend you gotta be, where we could go 6 months without seeing each other. The moment we see each other, nothing but love. What up, bro? What,
Nothing but
what you been
love.
out to, gang? Like, we
So
act
if
like
that's the
nothing.
case, hold up.
Go ahead.
If that's the case, then why do y'all want these close bonds with women then?
No,
Why
no, not
why
women,
why
not
y'all like
women.
that with other men, but y'all not no,
That's a
y'all don't
pivot.
be like
That's a
that with
pivot
women.
in a conversation. The fact of the matter is that our bond stands the test of space and time. That's the point.
Yeah, if I see somebody I went to school with and I see them, I'm like, oh, what's up? How you doing? How like
No,
been?
not
I'm gonna keep
somebody
it
we went to
moving.
school
But
with that we don't talk anymore. Like that's our active friend. We just don't speak every single day, as opposed to y'all. We just don't value the same thing in a dynamic.
Like this,
yeah,
I ain't
because what
gonna.
do you focus on? What do you hold up? Because it's not like, oh, we just don't talk. It is what it is. Your focus is somewhere else. Where is your focus on then?
Oh, that's easy. Life.
Life,
As a grown ass
working.
man, you gotta
Yeah.
literally, like, you still got bills to pay. Like, I got homeboys I ain't seen in months, and if I run into them niggas, bro, we gonna chop it up for hours. We gonna link back up, and then we gonna go back to living our lives, because as men, we're okay living on our own. Like, we don't need. Women have this mindset of always wanting to be around people. We can be simply by ourselves. Like, we don't need to broadcast that shit to the world. It's where typically most men are typically already by themselves, by default.
Yep. Right.
So you're not. Women are community based. You guys always have to be in a group setting. That you guys are hive minded. Men are literally, I'm by myself, thugging. I'm chilling. And when I see my boys, it's nothing but love. And then we go our separate ways. He go with his life, I go my life. I don't never feel no type of way because my homeboy didn't hit me up and tell me happy birthday. I'm gonna see that nigga, and that my birthday ain't even gonna be a thought process. Like, hold up, bro, what you up to?
I
And then
could
we going from there.
talk to my boy on my birthday and that nigga not say happy birthday to me and not give a fuck
At all.
at
At the
all.
fuck all. I swear to God. I swear to God. But let that nigga talk about, oh, Jordan better than LeBron James. Watch me have a full blown, in-depth ass conversation.
Honestly,
Emotions
mister,
get
I don't
pulled
even
up.
like that you use that example. LeBron not better than Mike. No, I'm fucking with you. Let me stop.
I'm gonna snap on your way. I ain't gonna lie.
No, here's the thing though. Like with man connection, the reality is like men see utility. I can talk to my homie all the time or talk to him at no point in time for quite some time. But if I called him and I needed him to say help me move one of my women friends, he'd be like, shit, just let me know when you need me. Like those are the connections we have. We don't have to be in constant contact to have a connection. People I can the people I can still call should I need to talk to. Shit, me and my homie, we got affirmations like you ain't no bitch. As funny as this sounds, yeah, I mean, you go through the world, people call you out your name or whatever as a man. Like, yeah, bro, you ain't no bitch. And we laugh about it, but realistically, this is a connection. There's no lack of connection between men. They just look different than the connections that women have.
And that's okay. And that's perfectly fine. It don't have to be the same. Like, I don't,
Duke,
only women have this idea. And this is what I'm realizing. Women have this idea where everything goes back to, but it's like as if we're supposed to be the same. Like, oh, you're supposed to care about what I care about. We don't. I'm not looking for a woman to protect nor provide for me. Women typically are looking for that. Does that make her a gold digger and useless? No, that's just what she likes. I'm looking for a woman to respect me and listen to me. We're looking for different things, and that's perfectly fine. Only you motherfuckers be wanting that weird
here's
ass.
it.
Oh, the same
Okay,
niggas.
can we speak towards the prompt? Because I
Yeah,
got
go
a
ahead.
homegirl
But
right now that makes $275,000 a year as a hospital administrator, and she's dating a nigga that makes $50,000. You get what I'm saying? Working as a security guard, and I'm telling her why, right? Well, she just wants someone, right? At the end of the day, being single for a woman is not a flex, and women know it.
hold up. So she in this relationship with the security guard, and you said that because you don't think they equally yoked,
Yeah, I told
right?
dump that nigga.
Hey, so hold up. Her need to be in a relationship. You think that like clearly she's lower her standards to be in this relationship with this man, right?
Yeah,
So if
it's not
she was
working
able
out,
to
by the way.
not, that's my point. So yeah, the relationship wanting to be in a relationship isn't a flex because look who she settled for.
But yeah, but it's if it would be a flex, she would be proud of being single. Most women aren't proud of being
But that's
single.
hold up. I'm not saying most are. I'm saying to be a woman and to be content with being single is the
But women
flex.
aren't content with being single because they need to be with somebody.
But hold up. But it doesn't matter. Your example that you've given still agrees with me though. Because the reason why you breaking down how much he make in his occupation, because you think that that's not a flex. That's the thing. And you're like, well, they want to be in a relationship. Yeah, that's the program. And to like go against that and be like, man, I don't need to be in a relationship with nobody. And like she got her money. It don't matter who trying to pursue her. She don't have to worry about that identity. That is a flex.
Your identity is in a man.
What do you mean by that?
And the older you get, the more you realize it. And her friend also almost
No,
married
no, no,
a man
no,
that
no,
makes less
no, no, no,
money.
no. Explain what you mean by that.
Explain what I mean by what? Your identity isn't a man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need a man.
For what?
It's chemical. Women can't be alone. That's what we're talking about. They need to be in community. They need to be with somebody. They need constant attention.
Facts.
It's just what you need as a woman. See, as men, we have testosterone. As long as the testosterone is buoyant in our body, meaning we're achieving or we're working out, we're happy being alone. The men that are depressed are
So
the
hold
men
up,
that are
real
not
quick.
achieving anything.
Hold up. I think it's interesting because again, I think you're making my point with it. But why do you think that not being alone has to be a man? Given the conversation we just had,
Say that again.
we literally just had a conversation about women around each other. You're saying that the only way to not be alone is to be with a man.
Yeah, you consider yourself being alone when you don't have a man, even if you have 1,000 friends.
Women don't even like being around women for that long. I don't know what the fuck.
Women hate women. That's a separate conversation, though.
Tara be just so capped out. Like maybe her friend group works.
Oh, Tara.
Matter of
I
fact,
knew I recognized this name. Tara JS. Of course I know you. Holy shit.
this Tara. But even then,
You know where you at.
women don't even like women for real. Like, for example, Tara, I'm gonna use that as a prime example. You had to befriend women on social media. Like, where the fuck was your friends in real life at? You see the difference? Y'all had to connect through people through social media now. Y'all friendships don't be real. That shit be bullshit. It be predicated on temporary feelings.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
And
I
why?
think it's
You know what I
weird.
like?
I'm
You
not
know what
one to
videos I like to
defend
watch?
women
My bad,
because I'm
Steve.
a chauvinist, but they know each other in real life. Like they got a video together.
Yeah, but they met through social media.
They
Like
met through social media.
they didn't become friends off like in real life. They met through social media and then became friends.
But the
That's the
So
question,
difference.
so the
let's make
question to that, I
hold
would
up.
say,
But it's 2 points there, right? One, you're making an assumption that that's the only friends that we would have, and two, isn't that how people can like you still can filter out for people you have things in common with? The fact is that even through social media, they being able to like establish a friendship out of that, like I don't understand the point you're trying to make. Cause you're it sounds like you're assuming that ain't nobody had a friend until we came to social media. That's
That's exactly
crazy.
what
But
it
go
is.
ahead, Gaslight. Go ahead,
yeah,
Gaslight.
to mansplain what Mary just said. Realistically, you're gonna most places you find friends or become friends with people are social places. Social media is an extension. You as well, thank you. Social media is an extension of the real world. Like old women, they be at bingo and they make friends. Young women, they be I don't know where young women be at when they meet friends, but shit, they be somewhere social. Could be the hair salon. You know what I mean? I don't think social media negates a genuine friendship, given that genuine friendships can be created anywhere.
Fact. Hey, Lynn, look, Lynn can't. Hey, Lynn said I have a lot of friends.
Is that the
Hey,
same Lynn? Is that the same Lynn I remember that used to have a crush on me? Is that her? That's the same Lynn, right? Bay Lynn.
Bitch, shut up. You the
Glenn ain't
same
never had
brother
a
that we
crush on
knew
you.
get bent over on the weekends. Stop
Excuse me,
it.
bent over. I was a male.
Yeah, this
Hold
the
on, let's
hold on,
focus,
this the
guys.
DO. Is that bread or brother? Not the DO one, is
No,
it?
no, that's Bread. Brother is the one who, was he out with his. He open. He in deal. He open.
Holy shit!
He out. He
I'm
came
an
out on
open
TikTok. Matter of
homosexual and
fact,
I didn't know it.
he
Wow.
came out on TikTok. Matter of fact, that's why I'm like to Gaslight point. This is a place. This is a place where we socialize, and this is a place where brother feels safe to be who he is, a punk. So here we
Be
are.
who I am.
Yeah.
damn, hold on.
Oh, ladies.
Let's go back
Come
to the
on
conversation.
now.
Let's go back to the
Come
conversation.
on
That
now.
whole DL shit is
Yeah, that
pointless.
shit is whack. That shit don't hurt no feelings.
We could let
Okay, well
Drika
let's
have that
focus.
shit.
Go ahead, Flashy. Lead the charge before he spill on you. Go ahead.
We could let Drika have that shit on her
Yeah,
live.
you know what's my favorite content nowadays? Women complaining about men not going to dating events. That's my fucking favorite.
Loser behavior.
Hold on. If it's a flex for being women, why are women complaining all over the nation that men are not showing up to dating events? Why?
If they
Who the hell
spent
going to
money
dating
on them,
events? What are you
I'd be
talking
mad that
about?
I spent money and got nothing out of it too.
I ain't gonna lie though. That shit is crazy as fuck. Though. Imagine I seen it was one day they were charging the women $100. They was letting the men in for free. I said, God damn, it don't got that bad. Dating events is crazy. That shit is embarrassing. Like, because as a grown ass adult, why is you going to a dating event?
Because
Now, the fact that y'all
women
acting
need
like
men chemically.
hold up. The fact that y'all acting like dating events is the norm. Like what
It's
what are
not the
you
norm,
talking
but women are
about?
trying to make it the norm because you have no options in real life and you need a man
Women are not
chemically.
making dating events the norm. What are
Men
you
are not
talking
doing
about?
that. Women are trying to make dating events the norm.
Is dating
Yeah,
events
because
not in real
so hold
life?
up.
Niggas ain't showing up to
I
no
don't.
dating events unless they like 5'8" and
Yeah,
have
I
a
know.
complete trouble finding women.
Hold up. We know. Hold up. We know why men don't go to dating events, right?
Why?
It's too much consent. It's too much consent there. Y'all want somebody again? No, for real. Y'all rather the person who. Let's be for real. Somebody
You
who go to
trolling.
a dating event, you assume she being desperate. I don't know, but I don't know anything about a dating event. I don't even know what y'all talking
Just
about.
type in
The
dating
fact that
events
y'all
on TikTok and you'll get like
I'm not.
1,000
I don't
videos.
listen. I don't want it. I don't want that in my FYP. I don't want to talk about dating events. What are you
Burn.
talking about?
Hey, Tara, use your burner account. Use your burner account. You know you got like 10 accounts, Tara. You got one.
But here's the thing. But he know about the dating events. I think that's
I know
interesting.
about that shit too.
But here's the thing. So apparently y'all not going to the dating events, but y'all pay for monthly subscriptions for dating apps.
Instagram is free. TikTok is free.
What? Dating
No.
subscriptions? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. What? That's where they make their money from.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think
Dating
she's talking about like
You know
subscriptions?
what I'm
she's
talking
talking about like
about.
Tinder,
You know
Hinge,
what I'm talking about.
and Black.
Oh, niggas pay for that?
Well,
You
they
know
pay
what
for
it
the
is.
advantages of being able to do unlimited swipes and shit.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense now. No, but I never met a dude that paid for that. I never met anybody that paid for that, to be
No.
honest
You
with you.
probably did. You just don't know because your homies ain't telling you they out here with subscriptions on Tinder and Hinge and freaking
I ain't lie, I
whatever
had
the
all that
one
shit.
for
I don't have any of that stuff. Partially because
Hey,
I'm scared that Polititalk could find me on that. Oh my God, if Polititalk finds me on
bruh,
one of those things, it's a wrap for me.
that shit be funny though.
why
Like,
you care what people on TikTok think?
You have no
He's
idea how many
insecure.
people hate me, bro. I know I'm
Right, I
nobody
have
to
no
you,
idea.
but they will finish me if
Ain't
you
nobody
stop me.
thinking about you.
You're all,
Nobody's thinking about
it's not
you.
that you're thinking about me, but if you catch me on one of them things, oh Lordy, Lord.
nah, I
He
ain't gonna
You
lie. Let me
the
tell you,
probably in a group.
those shits
You
just be
probably in a
lit.
group page somewhere.
but he was
Dating
the
apps
one.
be lit.
Tara, hold on. He was the one who was also with Mr. Jones. He be with them. Big
Oh,
I'm a
finger popping
oh.
conservative.
on.
Mr. Jones was a liberal. I debated Mr. Jones' ex, of course, but that nigga
Wait,
wasn't my man's. I
you
was
talking
just
about that
cooking
light
his
skinned
ass
nigga?
politically.
You talking about that light skinned nigga with dreads?
No. I'm not a light skinned nigga with
No,
dreads.
not you. I'm talking about the Mr. Jones dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, with
that's
the
Mr.
fake
Jones'
teeth.
ex.
That nigga live in my city. That nigga talking about nigga draw the air. I'm like, bro, I will beat your old ass if you don't stop playing with me. The
Is he
fuck?
still on? Is he back on the app?
He
I don't
is
know.
not. I would love for him to come back on this album. Oh my goodness. I will.
Nigga
Oh
was in
my
my
God.
DM. I said, bro, if you get the fuck out of my DM, I would do it to your ass. Like, fuck wrong with this nigga, bro. A light skinned nigga
Whoa.
think he gangster.
He said, "Whoa."
I was mad as hell, bro, because this nigga live
Did
in
he
my
just
city.
say? Did you just say you'd do it to his ass?
Okay,
What?
that sounded kind of crazy. No Diddy. No Diddy. That shit did sound crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody act like y'all ain't hear that shit.
Mm-hmm. You lucky we cool now. If this was the old days, it'd be a video coming soon about your ass.
You know I ain't never give a fuck. You feel me? Hey Lynn, just chill, little mama. Just chill.
Get him, Lynn. Get him,
Hey,
Lynn.
I seen you on my page. What you on my page looking for? What you trying to see? You trying to get some evidence on me or some shit? Police ass. Every time I see Lynn on my page, I get scared. Cause what she there for?
We got to see you gonna say something stupid.
I know. Motherfucker probably finna go back in the group chat like, y'all heard what that fuck nigga talking about?
No, we gonna forget about it.
I love that for y'all.
Matter of fact, we gonna just say that brother said it. That's what I'm doing. I'ma literally say this is what brother said. Like when I talk about it, I'ma say brother said when Mr. Jones came in his inbox, he said he'll do it to his ass. That's what I'm gonna tell people. I'm gonna say it was brother.
You know, I've gone through so much on this app that I make sure to record everything.
Yeah, I bet you do.
It's never. Hey, Drika, when did you get on TikTok?
I can't find the picture.
When did you get on TikTok, Drika? Like what year?
24.
Oh, you late,
No,
man.
2020, but I ain't start moving around until 24. Why?
I ain't been there 2020. TikTok was jumping, boy. I swear to God.
That's the year I came, 2024.
Bro, I came in there, I think 2019-ish. Like right before COVID. Oh my God, TikTok was jumping, boy.
But you wasn't on the panels.
Oh no, I was. That's how I got cool with Jonty and them. That's when the whole the little Transformer people became big. Oh my God. I was learning about their ass and all types of shit. I was like, these people weird.
No.
They had made a fucking a list of toxic niggas on TikTok. Tell me why I was number 55. I said, God damn.
Damn, Flex, what the fuck?
Not the good old days.
The
What
good
the
old
hell?
days. They had me at number 55. Cause I was talking, cause Johnson was complaining. He like, bro, they got me on this damn list. I said, nigga, why you complaining for? I looked at the list. I was like 2 rows under that nigga. It said Mr. Two Flash. I said, oh, fuck, I done made it. Mama, I made it. That shit was fun, bro.
A lot of people know me, but I've never been on any of those lists.
Man, cause I used to be on their ass, bro. Like, no Diddy. Like, the little T people, I used to be on their ass heavy. Their ideology just used to irritate me. So I was on their shit. I ain't gonna cap. I was on their shit list. Them motherfuckers found my girl. That's when I was in a poly relationship. They had found both my girls' numbers. They Instagram made fake pages. Like, they was doing a lot of weird shit. I ain't gonna lie. They was going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's when I realized. That's when I had to respect TikTok and how committed people are. When they don't like you, they really gonna find information about your ass. That shit's sickening.
They was days doing homework on you, weeks doing homework on you. I've been doxxed twice.
Just waiting to catch you slipping, boy. They gonna pull your info. I ain't gonna lie, these people weird on social media, bro. This shit different, bro.
Yeah. It's all right, though.
Stop fucking with people.
That's all right, though. You ain't gonna find nothing. I ain't got no criminal record. I've shown love all over this nation.
But
So
I gotta respect it, though. Because they're able to, like, if you talking your shit, and this is why I love being me. Because if you talking shit, they gonna expose your criminal record. They gonna expose everything about you. And for me, nigga, fuck, you gotta find me. And even if you find me, you don't got shit on me. Upstairs and citizen.
They tried, bro. Trust me. They tried to work hard. But what do you say, Tara, to the fact that men can be alone chemically and women need a partner chemically? So much so that you guys devise plans to
What is the chemically? What is the chemically part? That's crazy.
Yeah, testosterone.
That's why
I highlighted the testosterone.
What? I don't care what the reason was. What I'm saying is, let me respond.
You asked me a question.
No. I don't care. I'm just pointing out how weird it was. What I'm saying is that's why it's dangerous for women to live with men. That's why it's dangerous for women to be with men because, like, y'all like. Hold up, y'all live in isolation and y'all expect the same from women.
Yeah, that can be true. This is why I don't like to debate Pub because he forces me to defend all
Hold
men.
up, hold
Not
up,
I know I don't
Pub.
want.
hold up.
Pub.
What the fuck is going on with you?
What's wrong with y'all?
That nigga got a nickname. Y'all on nickname basis. Y'all be bumping purses. What the fuck?
I can't hear you, ma'am.
He said puppy baby.
You talking about Pub? You don't know that nigga? Do y'all be bumping purses? Is y'all butt fucking? Like what the fuck are you talking about? That's why I can't debate with Pub. Are y'all best buddies? Like what the
Hey,
fuck
Bree,
is
you
going
out your best
on?
Me and that guy don't like
out
each
your
other,
best
but I'm telling you, I don't like
No,
to
y'all
defend
like each
him.
other. You call him Pub.
Hey,
Like
Griffin,
Yeah.
don't act
Public
like
that's
how you
I
weird.
offender.
love
best
that
friend with
nigga.
nigga. That was
Public
your best
offender.
friend.
All
He
right.
was on his
Public
side.
offender. I didn't know it was going to offend you to abbreviate his name. Relax. Okay? So ultimately, I don't like
Yeah,
to
it offended me
debate
because you
people that
sound
generalize.
weird.
Okay. I don't like to defend people that generalize as if I'm going to
No
defend all
Pub
men.
slander.
Okay. Ma'am, all right. I'm sorry for saying pub. Shit.
Don't say that nigga name again. Shut up. Don't even talk about it.
That's your man's in them?
That's my
That's
man's in them.
that's her ex man. That
And
they
it
hurting.
sound like you trying to fuck him. Leave him alone.
Whoa.
Y'all jump out the window. Everything is sexual with you.
Hey, Drake extra freaked out, gang. She
Yeah,
extra
freaked
freaked
out, bro. You need to be freaked out. Like,
Go
freaky
ahead
ass
with your
nigga.
point. I'm joking. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. But I also knew I knew you from there. Y'all be friends. This the thing, Tara, that's funny. The men be arguing because they like to argue with each other. It go back to what we was talking about. But that's how you know it's
They love
fake.
each other.
That's how you know it's fake. That's why I be telling women, you can't buy into the men who are like the male feminists, and you can't buy in to the men who are
Hold
the
on, just
red
because I
pillars,
called them
because they
pub
all get
doesn't mean
along.
he
They're
likes me.
friends. They hang
Listen,
out. They're cool with each other. They're not
just
beefing with
because
each
I
other.
refer to
They're
him as pub,
monetizing. Hold on. They're monetizing off of women in one way or another. It
no,
doesn't
just
matter.
because I refer to him as pub doesn't mean he likes me. He's still a male feminist. Let him do his thing. I'm sorry for calling him pub, public offender. That was for the sake of brevity, not because we have some sort of bond. So
No, you're
understand this.
missing the point.
No,
You're missing
hold
you
up.
have poor social skills. You're missing the point. I don't give a fuck what you
Yeah, you got
call the
what's going
bitch. You
on.
could call him whatever. You're missing the point. It's weird that you want to talk about him in a negative light, but you do fuck with him. Stop acting like you don't
I
fuck with him.
don't
Stop
fuck
acting
with
like it's
him.
me. It's you. That's your nigga Pub. That's your nigga Pub. That's
Did I
your
say my
nigga.
nigga
Hold up.
pub?
Stupid.
Yo, you fanned
But
out
hold
really hard
up.
when I said his name. You gotta chill.
Hold up. I want to validate you though,
Can
because
I
you said
say
they don't
one
like
thing?
you.
I
No.
don't
Hold
want
up.
shit.
Hold up. That nigga love you. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? That nigga love you. Why do you think it's one sided?
Can I finish speaking,
Y'all
ma'am?
go together. What are you talking
Can we
about?
speak? Can I finish speaking, ma'am? Please let me get this point across.
I'm validating you.
Listen,
I'm telling you that man wants you just as much as you want
the public
him.
offender. Let me say his full name so y'all don't get horny. The public offender, right?
That nigga said horny. God damn.
Yeah. Listen, I
Yeah,
don't like
because
to
he
debate
horny.
people
He
like
rocked
that.
up thinking about
And
that nigga. That's why he want to tell us about him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
He
Drake,
want to
I ain't
damn,
gonna
talk
lie.
to
man.
I be
us.
rocked up thinking about you though, Drake.
Well, I'm glad you do. Keep it wet for me too. Keep it rocked up and wet. But the thing that's
I
funny
keep it
about
rocked up for you.
Retta
That's for
is
sure.
that you brought up the funny thing, Tara. I want you to clock this because he trying to reverse what I did to him, and that's weird. Like, be your own nigga, sir. Be your own nigga.
You're
The
literally
funny
reversing
thing
what I
is
said.
he brought up public. He brought him up, and he
Yeah,
used
because
a
you're about
pet
to put
name
me in a
for him.
position
He
that.
brought up
Oh,
y'all. Now let me tell y'all something. Here we is having brunch, us ladies, we having fun, and here come this bitch. I always want to talk about her nigga. That's you.
yo,
You
bringing
brought
up
your
his
nigga
name
up in
really
this
hurt your
conversation.
feelings,
We
bro.
weren't
It's
talking about your
Mm-hmm.
mans. We
my
weren't
man.
talking
I don't
about your
even like
man.
me and that nigga
You
don't
brought
even get
your man
along.
up, and now you want to reverse. Now you think I want you to shut the fuck up, and I'm gonna call out the weirdness about you bringing up your man when we having a
My man.
conversation, and you like, oh, you're
Yeah.
fanned out. No, nigga, you fanned out. You over here thinking about him playing in your ass, thinking about pub.
Wow.
You're a
Playing in
pub,
my ass. Wow.
pub, pub. You digging in
No,
your ass
it's
about
definitely
The
pub. You
public
got a
offender.
shrine about
it's
pub.
definitely giving my husband, my husband, my
The public
husband.
offender. There you go. I'm sorry
Why you
to
keep saying his name like that? What the
because
fuck
y'all
is going
it
on?
triggered y'all to say pub, so I'm gonna rectify it. Right? So let me finish, right? I don't like these people that let me generalize it. I don't like these people that generalize men and women to where it puts me in a position to defend all men. Many men are fucking disgusting. Many men are a danger to women. And I'm not about to sit here and say, well, no, women should live with men because I don't like to do that. That was my point. Okay?
You let that nigga.
Hey, Drinker, you gonna let me reverse you?
This is
I'm
crazy,
gonna
yo.
reverse you. This the
Y'all want men to
thing.
be gay so bad so y'all don't feel as rejected as
No,
y'all
no,
feel.
no, no. Who give a fuck about rejection, sir? You gotta
Obviously,
clean you,
y'all.
sir. Who give a fuck about rejection when you gotta clean out your rectum cavity to
You
get fucked
crashing
in?
now
Shut
talking about
up.
my
Don't
rectum
nobody
cavity.
care. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody give a fuck, sir. Don't nobody give
Damn.
a fuck. The thing that's funny
Who broke your heart?
is y'all be trying to
Who did this
deny
to
a
you?
reality that women recognize. We can't be rejected if these men are dangerous. If we're choosing to
Tara,
opt
make me
out
a
of
mod.
it,
Make me
it's
a
not a
mod so I can
rejection.
mute
It's
her.
not a rejection. And the only reason why you say it's a rejection is because you got rejected by the nigga you want, or you can't live the life you want to live and be with the man you want to be with. But the thing is, women have access to men no matter who they are, no matter what they look
Yeah,
like,
you
no
can
matter how
have me at
old
any
they
time.
are.
You're absolutely right.
Any woman
Come and
can
get
get
this
access
shit.
to a man. That's one. But the biggest thing
Come and get
is,
this, baby.
the biggest thing is these men are do not want women because they care about us. They want access to women for their status. Being married for a man is status. Having
That
access
is
to multiple women is
true.
status. So the
That's
more that women
true.
understand that even if you get picked, whatever that means, that he's doing it for his own ego, his own image, the better off women will be. And that's why more
That
women opt into
that
moving
is true.
around.
That's why we make fun of men that settle down with hoes. Because you are low status. You're not lying.
Nigga stupid.
You're absolutely
When y'all
right. When
what part of
He a dummy.
New York you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
I can tell you a weirdo.
So then why the fuck you ask?
Cause I want to know for sure, bitch. It's the Bronx, it's the Queens, it's other bureaus, dummy. I
Is
want to make
bureaus?
sure you was a nigga from Brooklyn,
Is,
like I
is
assumed.
bureaus?
A motherfucking idiot.
It's boroughs, not bureaus.
Bureaus,
Fucking
boroughs,
ball.
bitch. I don't give a fuck. Borrow, hoe. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what I say. I
Oh
say what
my
the fuck I
God. You
want,
gotta
how I
chill.
say it.
You
Bitch, you
get your
can't correct
opportunity
me.
to talk
You
to me
can't
and you
correct
gotta
me.
chill.
Sounding like a punk ass
You gotta,
Italian.
you gotta, you gotta
Meat.
chill. You gotta
No, you
chill. I'm
gotta
giving you
chill,
the
bitch. You can't
opportunity to
correct
talk
me.
to me,
You ain't
and you're
smart
not being
enough to correct
grateful.
me, hoe. Bitch, I don't give a
You're
fuck how I
ungrateful.
say the word.
You're ungrateful. I'm
You
letting you the
Negroes get
opportunity
up here
to be in
trying to
my
correct somebody.
presence.
Bitch, I talk how I want to talk.
If
You
you're
can't
in my
pronounce
presence,
shit.
be
You from
grateful for
fucking
it.
New York. You think
Yeah,
New
we're better
Yorkers,
than
you
you.
think a Brooklyn nigga can pronounce words properly? You think a
Yeah,
Brooklyn nigga
yeah.
got the
Now you
lexicon to
crashing out
talk
over
about somebody?
pronunciation.
You think a Brooklyn
Hold
nigga
on.
can judge my dialect? Bitch, shut
Yes,
the fuck
yeah, I
up.
just
You can't
did.
critique my vernacular, hoe. You
Yeah,
can't come
vernacular
at me about a
pronunciation and
fuck
diction are all
thing.
different
You
things.
loser ass, dirty rat, smuggling ass bitch.
Damn,
You
this is
live
a.
in the motherfucking slums.
I do. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn.
Slums.
Yeah.
Nigga, rats infested.
Yeah,
Bitch. Dirty,
Damn.
grimy
yeah,
area. Nigga, you
yeah.
can't talk to me. Worry about NYPD putting y'all motherfucking face to a taxi cab, hoe. That's what you
Yeah.
worry about.
I don't have a
Now,
criminal record. I
pronounce
don't have to
that.
worry about that. Why you
Pronounce
crashing out?
NYPD putting your motherfucking head to a
Why you crashing
pavement.
out? Why you
Pronounce
crashing
that. I
out?
am crashing out. I'm the crash out queen. And you a
Yeah,
punk.
but you're not
You
even
a
saying
punk.
nothing.
You a punk. I'm saying a lie. I'm cursing you the fuck out, bitch. That's what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
you're
When
doing the
y'all be
average
like,
black
you
woman
ain't
shit.
saying nothing.
Like you're doing the black woman shit.
I'm actively cursing you the fuck out. That's
You're
what
an
I'm saying.
active, like
I'm
ignorant
actively
black woman.
cursing you
That's
the
what you
fuck
are.
out.
You're the type of woman that you got kids. They're probably
Bitch, you the
criminals.
kid. Bitch, you
They're
the kid.
probably
What you want to bring?
criminals.
Why do y'all want to bring up
You probably
kids?
raised criminals, right?
Nah, gang,
No,
stay
no,
That's
woke,
what you are.
your mother
You're a
raised a
ghetto black
criminal.
woman raising
Your mother
criminals, and
raised a
you're mad about it.
criminal.
Your father left you. Was your motherfucking niggas in the next room where you lived, and now you mad about it?
damn.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Your father was, your mother was fucking ugly
This nigga
niggas
telling his
in and
story.
out.
This a Harlem
That's what
tall
it sound
tale.
like.
This a Brooklyn tale right here. This nigga is literally telling his
I
story.
grew up with a mother and a
Literally, you're
father.
telling your story. You done told
I
on
grew up
yourself.
with
Your
both
father
parents.
left you. Your father left you.
Grew
Your
up with
mother
both
was fucking
parents.
random niggas in the next room. You was a crack baby born in the
My
80s,
father's
bitch.
still
It's
in my life.
you. You
My
telling
father's still
your
in my life, though. I
story.
know my father, by the way.
Your
Like I can
parents
shake his
raised
hand
a
and give him a
criminal as
hug
a
on Father's Day.
child. You
Can you
got a
give your father a
record.
hug on Father's Day?
Hold on, Tara. I don't
Can you
got
buy a
mind
Father's
powers. I
Day
want him to
card and
stop
give it
over
to your
talking me.
biological father? Can you do that?
Hold up.
Cause it's the thing, you just told your
Can you
story,
do what I
Mr.
can do?
Brooklyn. You just told
Can you
your
take a picture
story.
with your
The
father at a
details in
baseball
which you
game?
talking about your fucking
I
I could
mammy,
take
fixed
my
your
it.
I could take a
pappy,
picture
that's
with my father at a
MIA.
baseball
Your
game. How about
absent
you?
father is diabolical.
Huh?
Let's be
Hold
clear.
on.
You told your
Rika,
story. What?
I fixed it.
I
I
got it.
fixed
Thank
it.
you. Brother, you just told your story. Now, your mama was the one fucking random niggas in the next room and y'all 4x4 box apartment that was rat infested. That's your story. That's yours. And you trying to prove yourself that your daddy was there. See the difference between me and you can throw out anything you want. I would never explain myself to a bitch like you.
You've been
And when you
explaining
let
yourself the entire time.
when I let you punk peddling bitches talk, you told
Oh,
your
modern.
story. You're a loser. You admitted your
Thoughts.
story.
You ran
You
out of
mad at
thoughts,
your
so now
mama
you got to
because she
mute.
was getting hammered
So you're
in
not
the next
clever
room
anymore.
by
Now
a
you got to mute and
motherfucking
repeat
candy head.
yourself, huh?
It's your problem.
You
It's your
these are
problem.
two
Your
insults that you say
no, no,
5
no. Your mother put you on them trains and buses or whatever the fuck, the subways by yourself because she was out there fucking out her
I've definitely
pussy.
been
It
taking the
was your
subway
mother.
very
It was
early in
your
my life. Yeah,
mother.
from New York,
Now,
you
if
got
you
to know
want
how
to
to
talk,
do.
let me tell you something. You want to bring up my parents, go find them and you talk to them because they ain't the one up here cursing you
Yeah,
out. It was
both your
me,
parents
bitch.
failed you,
It was
lady.
me. I know you got confused and you want to bring up mothers and fathers, but if you want to find them old motherfuckers, go find them and you talk to them and let them curse you out
Oh,
royally
you
because I
can't
definitely
find
got
them.
that from them.
Oh,
But
you
as
can't
far as
find.
what's happening right now, it was
You can't
Drika
find your
cursing you the
parents.
fuck
They left
out.
you.
It was Drika talking about you was a
Were
rat
you all put
infested
up for
bitch.
adoption?
It was Drika talking about you need to
I don't
clean
know
out
you.
your
I don't know
rectum.
you. I know
It
Terra.
was Drika talking about you need to be dewormed. It was Drika, not Drika parents. Don't bring up the parents. The motherfuckers old. They was born in the 50s. Focus on Drika. Focus on Drika talking to you. You brought
Talking
up
in third
parents because
person is
your
crazy.
parents ain't shit. You got triggered. And then you told your business a Brooklyn story. This nigga done told a Brooklyn story.
How many
We done
times have
heard
you
it
used
before.
that
We
insult?
seen the movie, sir. We seen the movies. We know
Projecting
what it
insult,
is.
projecting
We know
reverse
what it is.
cards
Now
because you
you
ran out of thoughts.
projected. You
You
projected.
all you're doing is repeating what I said to me because you ran out of thoughts 2
No,
minutes ago.
I'm repeating what no. I'm repeating what you said because
Government
I'm
block of
pointing out
cheese
that
for a
you told
brain.
your story. You told your
Because all the
story.
men that nutted in you never loved you.
No, all the
Every
men that
single man
nutted in you didn't love you.
that nutted in you never
All the
loved you.
cocks that stretch your throat out didn't love you.
No man that ever nutted in you loved you, and you mad about it. Why are you mad at me about it?
This motherfucker freaked out.
Yo, why did you let those men that never loved you nut in you? You mad about you were used
He
and you
telling
looked in
on
the mirror
himself.
and you
Listen
felt
to
less,
him.
and now you come on TikTok to take that anger out on regular dudes like me. It's not my fault that you were used. They laughed at you behind your back.
Says the
What about?
comrade right here. This the
Yeah.
comrade talking right now. He is literally telling his story, literally. But keep talking, Brenda. Tell us more. Tell us more.
Sure, yeah, yeah. Let me
Tell us
talk.
how you be taking it. Tell us what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. I know my
Let us
history thorough.
know.
I know my history thorough. I show my face on this app, and I'm very transparent on this app. See, you are projecting, ma'am, and you know
What's
that
your
no
story
man
then?
that you ever
What's the
loved ever
truth?
loved you
If
back.
you know my story, tell me my
No
story.
man that you ever loved you back, including your father, and you know it, and including your masculine looking mother.
Ooh. You think
That
I
would
give a
hurt
fuck? No,
because
it don't hurt. Again, I'm talking to you and you talking about them. I don't give a fuck what you say about them. Them people ain't here. They can't hear you,
they leave
stupid.
you. They left you.
You argue with
They
me
left you.
about grown motherfuckers. You think I'm about to defend you talking about some grown motherfuckers? Never gonna happen, sir. Grow up. We not in 4th grade, bitch. Mama jokes don't work on me. I don't give a fuck. That lady somewhere minding her business, probably farting in her bed. It's the hour that old people take naps or watch their motherfucking
You
stories.
don't answer
If
the
you
phone when
want
you
to
call,
argue,
right?
if you want to argue with the masculine lady, go argue with her. I'm talking to you, bitch. I'm talking to
It is
you.
masculine.
I'm talking to you. So am I masculine? You said
Does
I'm
she have a
masculine?
mustache that she refuses to shave?
Am I masculine?
No, I'm not asking. I'm asking. It's your
So
mother
you want to keep.
masculine. You
So
just
you want
said
to
you just
keep. So
confirmed
instead
my.
of you being able to argue back and
Yo,
forth
she
with
is
me, because you can
crashing,
talk about my man. You could call me a mustache bitch. You could
crashing.
be
That's
doing all that,
crazy.
but you want to talk about a lady that's somewhere and nowhere around here because you don't got it. You don't got the range to go back and forth with me. bitch. That's why I said you
You
telling your
literally,
story.
no,
Your mother's the one
you
with the
literally
mustache.
reversed it on me.
Your mother's the one
I'm
that's
the only clever
masculine.
one in this discussion.
Your mother's the one with all the testosterone. Tell the truth and shame the devil,
No,
brother.
my mom still cooks for my father. My mom still does all the things a woman does. She's not traumatized like y'all. It's a good woman.
Now I want y'all to know. Now he explaining and trying to defend his mother.
Stuttering through the insult because you're not confident in it.
No, I'm not stuttering through the insult.
Yo,
He's trying to defend his mother's femininity now. I want y'all to clock it. Brenda, you not doing nothing.
Pronunciate
You're
words,
literally
simple
talking
words.
about your own stuff. You're saying random things. Do your mom got a mustache?
Borough,
No, your mother got
Clock.
a mustache. That's why you're now trying to defend her femininity, because she be cooking in the kitchen. Okay, whoop-de-doo.
I'm
But you brought up
defending
the
because
mothers.
she
You
be
can't
cooking
fuck
in the
with me. That's why you
kitchen.
try to bring up the mama jokes, because you couldn't
Wow.
fuck with me.
Well, I
You
gotta
couldn't
know
fuck
what's
with
the source of your
me.
trauma,
You couldn't
and
fuck
it
with
gotta be the men
me.
that used
You
you and the parents
couldn't
that
fuck
didn't
with
raise you.
me.
I gotta see the source of the trauma and the men that used you and the parents that left you. How many men used you before you realized no man will ever love you? How many men you guys? Now she might because she ran out of. Can you answer my question? How many men used you
I do have
before
a
you realized
question for him because you kept
nobody cared
mentioning
about?
chemical connections. I don't understand this testosterone thing that he was speaking of.
Bro, you're an anonymous account. You shut up.
Well, I'm not anonymous. My name is G.A. Slight.
Turn your camera on.
Anonymity would
Turn your
not
camera
mean
on.
How
telling you who
many
my name
can
is,
My
right?
baby
somebody
Lynn.
here
Hey, call me.
No. I
mute
really just
hold on,
want to know.
gaslight, hold on. I want to know how many men ran a train on your mama before she was able to get plane fare to make her way from the Dominican Republic to America, bitch.
My grandmother
I want
bought
to
my.
know how
Can I
many
respond?
nuts your grandma gargled
Oh,
before she
go
was
ahead. Go
able to
ahead. Go
have
ahead.
enough money to send her fucking kids to America, bitch. Stop fucking playing with me.
My mother came here legally.
Stop fucking playing with me.
My mother came.
How many children did your grandma swallow before she was
You
able
know,
to bring
Lynn,
her entire
you don't have
family
wide
from
enough hips
DR
to
to
talk to me like
America, bitch?
this. You know
Stop
that?
fucking playing with
You don't
me.
have wide enough
Stop
hips to
fucking
talk to me
playing with
like
me. How
this.
many tricks did your grandpa
Yeah.
turn before he was able to stand for y'all in
Rest in
America?
peace. Rest in peace
Tell
to my
me.
grandpa,
Tell
both my
me.
grandfathers.
Tell me.
Rest in peace to my grandfathers.
I don't give
But
a fuck
anyway,
about your grandpa. Go dig him up. Dig that bitch up and
Definitely
ask
dig both of
him.
them up.
she needed backup,
Definitely.
y'all. She needed help. Dricka needed help.
Needed help, bitch. If we let you go, what you gonna say? What you gonna say? Needed
I'm going to
help?
say that
You
Lynn doesn't
needed
have the
help.
hips to talk to me that way. She should humble herself. You don't
Cause
have
yo,
wide enough hips.
so you got the wide hips. You got the childbearing hips. Is that what it
You're not pretty
is?
enough to talk to me crazy.
You got the wide hips. Is that what you're saying?
You're
Your
not
need to
pretty enough to
compete with
talk to me
women is
crazy.
diabolical. Don't nobody need no help with you, bitch. You're repetitive. You say the same shit
Nah,
over
I'm
and
pretty
over,
clever. I'm clever.
trying to strike a nerve.
I'm
You've been
repeating it.
getting
I'm
eat up this
repeating it
whole
because
life.
I need to be heard. I'll say.
No. You're not repeating because you need to be heard, bitch. You ain't got nothing, bitch. Her hips. You talking about wide hips? Your throat wide though. Your throat wide
You
though.
got that from
That's why you
Twitter.
could take the
That's like a
girthiest.
Twitter.
You could take the girthiest penis in the world, bitch.
These
You a
stupid feminine
swallower.
insults.
You a
These are
swallower. Suck never.
general insults
You
that don't
nigga. You
apply to me.
suck never chew. You suck and
I
never chew,
insulted
bitch.
you directly.
Bitch, you can
That's the
take
difference.
it all.
That's the
That's why
difference. You're
that's
using
why they
general
know that's
insults.
why we don't have no room, Bretta. We don't got
Yeah,
no room to get no good man because you take them all. You take them up and through there.
you're using
You take them
general
all the
insults,
way
and
up
I
and through
insulted you
there.
directly.
You subway tramp. It's you. And God forbid, I didn't know that your mother had to do the unthinkable to bring you here. I wish I would have knew that in the beginning.
To
Didn't
bring
know
me
that that's
here.
what it was. So
To
it makes
bring me
sense that you
here.
telling this story about trying to talk about who getting fucked in the next room, because that was your life. From motherfucking sheds and huts to over here. Your mother been
What do you
fucking
mean
her
to
way
bring me
through.
here?
Your mother
What do
been
you mean?
fucking her way through, because I heard about the Dominicans, baby.
Oh,
I heard about the little area where they be trying to get the American men. I didn't know your mother was a tramp, a traveling tramp. Who would have knew? Who would have knew? So that's why you trying to figure out other people's mothers and what they're matriarchs, because your mother come from a line of matriarchs of women who get fucked
What's a
in
matriarch?
random
What does that
places.
mean?
Fucked.
What's a
It's
matriarch?
you.
Define matriarch.
Nah,
You don't
bitch,
even
you
know how,
define me. I'm talking about your
you don't even know how
matriarch.
to use these words.
I use them how I want. I'm talking about your matriarchs getting
When's the
fucked,
last
being
time you read
traveling
a book?
tramps. I'm talking about your family being traveling
When's the
tramps.
last time you read a book?
Let's talk about that. When the last time you did?
I'm literally reading a book right now.
Exactly. See how stupid you is? Simon Says, and you will do it, dummy.
Wow, great
Read that
comeback.
book. Read that book. Anything I tell you to do, you gonna do it. You gonna be up here proving yourself all motherfucking day.
You're so
Now you
stupid.
gotta prove. Now you gotta prove that your
You have
family
a
came here
you
the
have a
legal
government
way.
block of cheese for a brain. You
Nigga.
really don't know anything.
The same government cheese y'all was on when y'all was first step
Oh,
foot
great
on this
comeback.
soil.
Great
That
comeback. Look at
are you serious?
so clever. She used what I said back at me, guys. Ooh,
Yeah, I am gonna use what you're
fucking
saying
stupid,
because
yo.
it's starting to get weird that you are literally telling your story. Like it's y'all
Said
who was
that.
on government cheese.
You said that already.
Literally.
You said that.
Literally. The Dominicans who came
Projecting my
to New
story.
York, it's
Say
you.
another
It's
insult.
y'all who was in the
I'm saying new
slums.
insults.
What are you
Say a
talking
new
about?
insult.
Y'all came from one slum to another. What is you saying? I'm actually taken aback at how much you're projecting your life on other people. It's very shocking. When you said government cheese, I can't believe it. It's your
Yeah.
mother who was the welfare queen. Like it's diabolical.
And
That
so as
you
I
be
insult you, I
talking,
give you
being a
ideas to
motherfucking Dominican immigrant talking about government stuff. That's the fuck why you on this app with me, nigga.
No, I'm on
It's
this app
literally
for
you.
politics. You guys are here to hate men because you are
Now you want to no?
traumatized.
Let's talk about the government cheese that I used to throw back on you.
I
Let's
debate
get back on
politics.
it. Now you want me to believe that y'all came here and y'all wasn't on government
I
assistance?
debate politics.
No, let's debate the politics. Let's
That's what I'm here
debate
for.
the programs that your mother
I know what
used to
CPI
get
is.
you where you at or where you are. Let's talk
I know
about
what the Fourth Amendment is. What's the Third Amendment?
Don't deflect, bitch. Let's talk about the government cheese.
How many
Let's
amendments
focus
in the
on it.
Constitution?
Let's focus on it. How many times did your mother have to go to the food pantries? Let's talk about it. How long was she on WIC? Let's talk about it. Where was your father at when your mother was getting WIC vouchers, bitch?
Never
Let's
that.
talk about it.
Never that.
Let's talk about what was your living
Never
condition
that.
in Brooklyn. Let's talk about it.
Never
Let's talk
that.
about how many
I would
times did
say
you
you're
hop the
projecting,
train,
but you didn't have
bitch?
parents
Let's
in
talk
your life.
about it.
I would say you're projecting, but you didn't have parents in your life.
No. It's not projecting. I want you to explain what was
No,
your
it's not
life like
projecting.
in
Your mother
Brooklyn.
never
Let's
loved
be
you.
honest, because now you're telling on
Your
yourself
parents
all
never
too
loved you
much.
to even get assistance from the government to help you. They let you starve and you mad about it.
Now you want to deflect. Yeah, you was getting all the
Bitch,
Look
you
how
just
easy
mad
it is to
because your
suffer.
government. You
Look
just mad because y'all government left y'all for
how easy.
unalivement. You can't even survive in the DR. Shut the fuck up. Y'all got a culture of prostitution. The men
Fuck
and
you.
the women are
Fuck
304s.
y'all.
Y'all sell y'all bussy. Y'all sell y'all
Fuck y'all.
cocks. Y'all sell y'all
American.
coochies in order to get a crumb of rice
Y'all.
so you can make some arroz con pollo to feed your family off that rotten ass shit for 2 weeks. Bitch, your government don't even help y'all.
Fuck
Y'all
them.
all impoverished. Y'all can't go on a resort unless y'all work in that bitch. Shut up. Y'all a bunch of criminals in the DR. The entire island is full of criminals and crooks. Y'all do anything to make it by. Y'all sell y'all goddamn babies to
Yo,
make
for the
fucking
people in
ends
the
meet. Shut the fuck up. That poor ass piece of shit island. Don't nobody want to go to that piece of shit.
fuck that island.
It's dirty. Y'all
I'm
dirty.
American.
Yeah. No.
That's how you can win. Like
No. Tell me where
the
your
only way you can win
tell
is
me
by
where
muting
your
me.
poor ass grandma came from.
That's the only way you can.
Tell me where your poor ass, dirty ass grandma come from,
Rest
and
in
how
peace.
many times she busted open in order to get a plane ticket to America to get on government cheese. To get on government cheese. Tell us, cause we know y'all ain't giving it in the DR. Y'all out there selling motherfucking chicle just to get a crumb of rice. Cause y'all government, y'all hate each other so bad. Y'all government don't even want to help the citizens. Again, the only time you can go on a resort in the DR is if you work in that motherfucker. And y'all criminals at the resorts. Y'all sell yourselves in order to come to this country. Shut up,
Look out
bitch.
there.
and
Shut up.
sell and also
The
selling
DR. I'm
STDs
American.
too. The
Nah,
thing
That's the
that's
only way y'all gonna
funny,
win
the
is
tell
by
thing
me where
that's
your
losing.
po
funny,
ass grandma from,
That's the
bitch. Tell
the
me where
thing
your
that
grandma
period.
from.
the thing that's funny, brother, you want to talk about you American, but then you try to use these negative American tropes that you lived through. That was your story. That's your situation,
I'm gonna hug
bitch.
my father on Father's Day. Are you?
Damn, y'all dragging the hell out of this man.
The way he talk about, I want y'all to hear. I'ma hug my
I'm gonna hug
fathers
my
on Father's
father.
Day. Go
Can you
Tell
hug
hug
us
your
him right
about
father?
your
now. Go
daddy.
hug him right now.
Tell us about the STD and single mother rate in the DR. Tell us about that, bitch. Cause
Fuck the
I've been
DR.
there plenty of times.
American.
The daddies in the DR leaving their kids too. The daddies in the DR making families in America and the DR and in
Oh.
motherfucking Haiti. Oh yeah, yeah. How about that?
Why you think DR? Fuck the DR hurts
Tell
my
us
feelings.
about the men in the DR and how they take care of their kids. One, two,
Fuck
three,
them.
go. Tell
Fuck them. I'm American.
okay, yeah, fuck them.
Fuck the
You ain't
DR. And I'm trying
American,
to get the
bitch.
minute.
You an immigrant. Shut up before I
I'm
call
the.
ICE on your ass, you
Who?
immigrant. Shut up, immigrant.
I call ICE.
Shut up, immigrant.
I voted for ICE.
Shut up, immigrant.
Not him voting for ICE.
Shut
You
up,
should ask about me
immigrant.
on this.
Shut
No,
up.
but the
Big
thing
dog
is,
on this
Lynn, his
motherfucker.
daddy left him now. His daddy
I'm a
not in his
big
life
dog
right
on this
now. This nigga
motherfucker. You
gotta
little.
wait. This nigga gotta wait for he gotta wait for Father's Day to see that nigga. You don't have access to your daddy right now. You couldn't
Yeah,
call
I'm a
your daddy
big
right
dog on
now.
this
You couldn't
motherfucker.
call your daddy right now and have a father son day if you wanted to. Right now, your daddy wouldn't fuck with you right now. You
Yes, he
couldn't
could.
get him to
Yes, he
take you
would.
nowhere right now. Y'all couldn't ride down to go get something to eat right now. What
Yeah,
time
I
is it in New
could.
York?
My
It's
mama cooked for me.
3:43. You
I go to
couldn't
my
go get
mom's
a late
house
lunch with your
and
daddy
visit my
right
mother and
now.
my father, and they'll cook.
I bet he wouldn't answer the
I have a
phone. I
family
bet
to go
you
back
money your
to.
daddy wouldn't answer the phone.
Your siblings don't
That
even
bitch
talk
would
to
never
you.
answer your call.
Your siblings don't even talk to you. You got siblings that your fathers favor over you.
Shut
What
up
the
and
fuck
stuff
is you
some
talking
roast
about?
con pollo in it, bitch.
I love
Stuff some
arroz con
roast
pollo.
con pollo in it, bitch. Shut
I love
up.
arroz con pollo.
Don't
So
nobody give a fuck about y'all with that motherfucking nasty ass goop y'all be eating. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up.
You don't have childbearing hips, so you're kind of like a
Whatever,
worthless woman.
whatever. Shut up.
not you
Rico
using
Suave.
what I said about you, bitch.
You gotta
Stop.
work like
Be
a worthless woman.
original, bitch.
Shut your
But not
stupid
look.
ass up.
Not Brenda. Now we know that your
A
siblings don't
big
fuck with
apple
you
head and no
either. You a
hips.
loser. Even your siblings don't fuck with you, brother. Damn.
Cause half of them in the DR, they couldn't get the visas in the motherfucking loot to bring their ass over here.
You should ask about me.
Nah,
I'm surprised
bitch.
people didn't message
Go
you
get the
about me.
rest of your family out the DR and stop talking to
I'm a
us.
big dog.
Go get the rest of your family out of the slums and stop sending them barrels. They want to live in
Fuck
America too,
them.
bitch. Send for your Thea and Theo so that they can stop eating stale
They need to.
arroz con pollo, bitch. Stop
That's the
playing with
only way you can.
me. And fucking frijoles all their life, bitch.
That's the
Stop
only way you
playing
can.
with me. And fried plantanos. Go send for your fucking auntie, bitch. Send for your uncle, bitch. So your auntie could stop selling that thing on a motherfucking stroll to
Yeah, that ain't doing.
Americans who pay $20 just
That
to
ain't doing
get
nothing.
just to suck some American cock for $20.
No hips and
Go get
no hips and big
your
feet.
Thea off the stroll,
No
bitch.
hips and big feet.
Go get your Thea off the stroll,
Size 10
turning
feet.
tricks
How,
just so
how
she can feed her kids for a
born with
week. Go get your Thea
size
off
10
the
feet?
stroll so she can enjoy some American cheese, some government cheese, bitch.
Yeah, no
Go get your Thea.
size
Go
10,
go go get your prima off the stroll before she get
size 10
HIV, fucking with them American
big ass
tourists.
apple head.
Go get your
Can't even lift
prima.
it.
Go ahead and get your prima off the
Profile picture.
stroll. Go get your prima off the stroll. Go get her out of that resort.
You can't even lift.
Go get her out of that resort. She only making enough to get a bag of rice. Come on now. That's fucked up. Go get the rest of your family out the DR.
He dropped.
Yeah, y'all whooped his ass.
He was
That was
trying to. I don't know
crazy.
where you was. That
I'm
nigga.
sick of them. They always come in here talking about black people in America, and I want to know what your family got going on in Mexico or what your family got going on in motherfucking DR. Your Thea selling coochie for a crumb of rice, and you over here worried about American black women. Y'all talk about us on government assistance. Y'all jealous because your Theas and Theos can't get on government assistance back home in your country because y'all hate each other so much. Y'all can't get that shit the fuck together over there to actually push for forward progression. Y'all mad because y'all don't got government assistance in y'all fucking country. Instead, y'all gotta, do the most, work 15, 20 hours a day just to get a bag of rice to feed the entire family, including distant cousins. Shut up talking to me. I'm sick of them. For real.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
he always gonna fight the mute button, but she right. He tried it, but he was telling his story, and that's the thing that's crazy. They was able to come over here and get all the benefits that he wanted to talk about. That's why he knows so much about them. And you're right. They don't give a fuck about their family back home. And I believe when he said he don't give a fuck, and I believe when he said he called ICE anonymously. That nigga changed his voice to call on somebody. I can see him doing that. I
That's
can
why
see him doing that.
Girl, that's why they can never shame me. They can never shame me about being Black American. They want to talk about single father households. The only reason why y'all fathers stay is when they come to America because they don't have nowhere else to go. They need to use your mothers to be outside selling flowers and fruit on the corner along with them in order to make enough money to survive in America. Get the fuck out of my face, okay? Y'all daddies back home be leaving y'all, and when they do come to America without y'all, they'll leave the rest of the family there while they start a new family in America. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Let's really talk about it. Don't ever be ashamed to be Black American. Y'all hear me? Ask them what they got going on in their home country. And once you get to talk about their home country, then all of a sudden everybody on mute like it's the Beyonce challenge because they don't want to talk about what's going on in Jamaica. They don't want to talk about what's going on in Haiti. They don't never want to talk about what's going on in the DR, in Mexico, in Guatemala. They only want to talk about American Blacks. Nah. Tell me why your grandpa a farmer and work 20 plus hours just for a bag of beans. Get the fuck out my face, bitch. And all of a sudden they proud Americans, Lynn. All of a sudden he a proud American after he was talking shit. Now,
He said he voted for ICE.
I didn't know you can vote for him, but okay.
He did.
I didn't know they ran for election.
Yo, we wasn't supposed to be here this long. I was just trying to see something.
Girl, this the longest you ever been live playing. Motherfuckers be eating a roast con pollo for 40 days and 40 nights and got the nerve enough to talk about the government cheese. Bitch, y'all ain't got no variety in y'all. Y'all be eating gandules for 2 months. Shut up, stupid.
Yeah, the variety ain't the same. Drinking, when you going live?
I don't know. I gotta see what Lynn was talking about first, and then I might press the button after I figure out what she's talking about.
All right, I'm about to end this shit. I'm gonna go find y'all somewhere.
Yeah, I'll go live in a little bit. Y'all, the people that's in here, in about 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. Bye.